What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. Look, in a couple hours, we're going to Paris Fashion Week.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
And I just want to say this right now. Right now, before we go and we film a vlog and then we act like Paris Fashion Week is so dumb and we're comedians and we're over it and all these people take clothes so seriously. Cap, for the last 24 to 48 hours, everybody in this room, not Akash, has been lamenting over their outfits in different designer stores, trying to match the perfect belt, the perfect jacket, everything. We've taken it incredibly seriously. It's like Burning Man, but for gay.
No.
That's what it is.
Fashion is stupid.
It's the LGBTQ Burning Man community. We are out there.
You're the only one that's been taking it seriously,
Son,
dude.
I've
not been taking it seriously.
You haven't.
I'm dressing normal.
You haven't.
I'm dressing how I
Mark
always
even
dress.
bought real sneakers. That's how you know he's taking it seriously, bro. He brought real sneakers made in China opposed to the fake sneakers made in China.
I'm stepping it up,
He usually wears, okay?
I'm turning over a new leaf.
That's all I'm trying to say. We are taking it serious right now. Dove has lost weight. Dove couldn't lose weight in a motherfucking weight-losing competition. He's going to Paris Fashion Week with the idea that he might get laid by some Parisian girl with a brown tooth and body odor, okay? He actually lost. He looks so slim, I almost want you to walk in front of the camera so everybody can see.
Yeah.
You look
you look
so
great.
slim.
Dove. Sit
Come on.
Sweet, Dove.
Patient zero.
Just do it. Wait, not for the whole episode, but
my
just for
goodness,
like a second. You know
you're
what I'm
not
saying?
Mike.
Wait, he thinks this is Carson? You're getting called?
Just look.
Call to the couch, baby.
Call to the couch.
Look at lovey-dovey.
Okay, and the energy's awful. Let's go. Okay,
Yeah,
back. Don't worry, Miles is freaking out. Everything's gonna be fine. All I'm trying to say is
The one person that needs to go to Fashion Week isn't going.
that's right.
The one person that
Akash.
really would benefit from being around people with good fashion
Why
is
don't you go to
refusing.
Fashion Week?
Disinvited.
You know where he's going instead?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas,
capital,
baby.
Fashion capital of America.
Those are my people.
Vegas.
Those are my people.
Why?
Because it's
Because
just
you're gonna be fat on a rascal
exactly,
like that in 10 years?
exactly, exactly.
Yo, why don't you just lean into being fat, dude?
Oh, think about how much
I hate
easier
this.
stand-up would be.
Bro, he came to, standing up, maybe, he came to the studio today with packaged meals.
Yeah.
You're dedicated to like looking good and all this other stuff. You came with packaged meals.
No. I just want to stop being fat. Looking good is like, that's down the road. I mean, that's distant.
You
I just
already
wanna
look good.
Oh, thanks. Hey,
You're gonna
thanks.
look good fat too.
You think so?
But you're also going to look funnier.
There's no question you will be 10 times funnier as a fat person.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Yes.
Can you imagine doing your little bungara dance?
Yeah.
Flopping all over the place.
The doll player's just playing her stomach. Like, it'd be fucking awesome.
You know, it would help. I wouldn't have to hire any more dole players. I could just
Done.
right there.
Deal.
It'll happen regardless. You've seen Indians when they get older. I'm gonna be fat. Male, female, don't matter. This is our destiny.
I'm really upset you're not coming to Paris Fashion Week with us.
I know.
I just had to get that out, and I need to be on camera, and I need it to be recorded that we all know we're full of shit, so that when we're in Paris and we're making fun of all these other people that put probably less time than us into their outfits.
Because they already just had
We
it.
put so much time into our outfits looking like we didn't put any time into our outfits.
Yeah.
We want to be like casually, and then someone goes, your outfit's so good. This little thing?
Hey, I like the picture you actually sent in the group
talking
chat.
about?
You sent a picture in the group chat with everyone.
Man, I fucked up today,
That was
boy.
so
Man,
sweet.
And I thought, shout out to Steve Jobs or Tim Cook or whatever. Bro, you can unsend texts. I was really talking to my wife and my boy Aton from Knickerbocker.
What?
Everybody,
Dude,
stop, don't put that
one day
shit
Alex isn't here, you're just letting it fly?
Bro,
Son.
listen. And this motherfucking hater ass,
That shit
Shifty
is sick,
somehow
though.
got the picture.
That shit is sick, though.
Listen,
That shit is sick. You look like Dove.
That hurt my feelings, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Of all the mean things you've ever
but
said to me on the
you
podcast,
look slim like that.
Okay.
That's what he
God
said.
Damn, bro. I thought I looked good.
You do, dude.
I thought I looked
You
good.
look good. You
Dove
look like
looks
Dove.
good.
That's a Dove outfit.
Stop caring.
That's a
Nah,
Dove
that's not
outfit.
a Dove outfit.
No,
Don't do that.
which
Don't drive the wedge because you're not gonna be there. Because you're not gonna have to deal with what you're about to do.
Which Uniqlo did you get that from?
See what they do? See what Indians do? See what they do? See what they do?
Why is your shoe off in this picture?
Say what?
Like, you couldn't even
Golly,
put
bro,
both your-
I was trying different shoes and different socks. I care. Okay, I even have different belt options.
No, the jacket actually
We
looks
care,
sick.
bro. That's the most authentic thing. You want to know something, asshole army? We fucking care.
Do you care or do you just not want to stand out and look dumb?
Stop trying to intellectualize Karen, bro. Say you care.
Are you like, oh, I want to have the cool outfit because I care about fashion, or do I not want to look like a fucking
I just said
idiot?
what it was. I want to have the cool outfit that looks like I didn't put time into the outfit, which takes a fucking lot of time.
I take it back. The jacket is fire. I couldn't see it from back there. Jacket is fire.
Dove not fitting in that. You think Dove could fit in that?
Right now, Dove could fit in that.
No way.
That's a
fit in that
bib
right
for
now.
Dove, bro. That's a bib.
This ain't even the right picture. All I'm trying to say is I meant
Can
to
I have
text
my
it to my
phone
wife.
back?
No, I don't trust you with the phone.
Why would
Keep
you
the
take my
laptop
phone?
closed. You're not getting nothing,
Did
bro.
you hold my phone thinking it was your phone?
I did.
Yes.
How is
I
that
did.
possible?
I did.
1000%.
But how is
Yes.
that possible?
I did. I don't know. They're made by the same company.
But like,
Your phone a little bit more shitty.
no, it's not.
Even the what is this called?
Case?
Oh, you call it a case?
Exoskeleton.
Is that what you guys call it?
Exoskeleton, bro.
Is it, even the exoskeleton
Yeah.
is a little bit worse, I do have to say.
Please give me my phone.
Okay, let's just hold it here for attention.
God damn.
Theo, he just spilled the water.
I'm shaking.
You spilled water on my phone?
I sent a vulnerable ass mirror selfie to the group chat today and tried to delete it before anybody saw it, and apparently everybody fucking saw it, and I knew everybody saw it because of the lack of reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody said anything. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers gonna cook me when I walk into the studio.
Yeah.
And you didn't
I actually didn't
accidentally
see it.
send it to your wife because you were trying it on for your wife for 3 hours at the store yesterday that I was at watching.
yeah,
Well,
why-
that's unnecessary.
Who are you sending it to?
Well, that's unnecessary.
By the way-
What is it, a pylon today?
No, hold on.
Is it a
Someone was filming Andrew changing yesterday.
Say
So
what?
if you were the one filming Andrew from outside on the street, please send in that video.
Yeah,
Who are you
Dick-
sending that to?
Dick falling out through the boxers. Because my wife don't let me wear the tight ones anymore because the sperm count gotta be high.
Oh, that's fire.
You know what I mean?
So you just been free flopping?
She wants to come thick.
What?
She
She
wanted
wants a viscous,
thick
high
pancakes.
viscosity. High viscosity.
High viscosity, high motility, high morphology.
Yeah, bro. Damn.
I know all the things that I'm bad at with my cum.
You're a real neurobiologist, bro.
I know it all. I know it all.
impressive.
All I'm trying to say is we're going to Paris, and once again, we're gonna act like we're better than it. We're gonna act like we're over it, and all these people are stupid that are there. We are them as well. Don't do it.
You don't care about
What did
fashion?
he literally
You
said,
just don't want to look stupid. There's a difference.
I don't care about fashion. I don't care about. You don't think I look like Elijah Wood in that Hooligans movie?
Green Street Hooligans.
Literally.
Thank you.
You don't know about Elijah Wood?
I know about that.
Elijah Wood.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's the Hobbit.
Come on, son.
Lord of the Rings.
You look like you want to work for Tony Soprano, but will not.
Who do I work for in this? If you say Uniqlo, I'm gonna punch Shifty in his fucking back of his head.
I would never say you.
Okay, good.
H&M for sure.
I'll take an H&M. Look, okay, now we can just go have a regular podcast knowing that when this is out, we're on a red-eye flight to Paris to take over Paris Fashion Week.
Exactly. Yes. And you're in your
Okay.
fake Nike tech, and we're all just having a good time, bro.
Listen,
That's all it is.
Mark, I swear to God.
Is it a fake? Is it actually
Mark,
fake?
I swear to God.
But how do
Okay?
you buy a
I
fake
know,
Nike
I know
tag
I
in New
hit
York?
you with the sensitivity with the sneakers. I know
That's
that
a fake
made you a
note. Where'd
little
you get
sensitive.
that, bro?
I know that made him a
I'm
little
just-
sensitive.
But what is
You know what's
actually the brand?
You know
What
what's
is
the
the
brand
brand?
that I
What's
hate?
the brand?
You know he's doing the thing that I hate right now?
You know
What?
Schultz is hurting
What?
when he starts hurting.
Yes.
What?
Hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Mark,
what he's doing.
Mark was wearing a pair of $100,000 sneakers on the podcast. Like nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna know. Literally got a pair of $100,000 sneakers, spilling Americanos on it all fucking podcast. Like we not gonna know. Okay? And then acted like he didn't care. He was like, who cares? What's the big deal? What matters?
Buy another one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just buy another one.
Thank you,
Yo,
bro.
when I
Online.
What I'm saying is these are real.
Yes, bro.
That's real.
Unlike,
This is real too.
real. what?
Nobody would have bought
That's
this.
real store brand, dog. How you
This
gonna
is
hate on
real.
that?
You don't think I could get a Nike tag? I'm getting fake Nike tag.
Is there not a swoosh anywhere on this? What is it?
Son.
Hell, he's got the Gucci Adidas.
Hold on, son. Listen, we're not gonna analyze my outfit. This ain't even one of the group chat fits.
We're at
Did
Fashion
I
Week
send
right
this
now.
to the group chat?
Dude, we're all fashionistas
Fine,
now.
I'll do my walk.
That's a red-eye outfit.
Fine, I'll do my walk.
Wait, have you been practicing?
Okay, yeah, I've been practicing my walk.
Okay.
Okay, we hung out with Dove's friend Olivia, and hold on one second. First of all, I just want to say something to everybody back home, or everybody listening right now. Walking, when that's the only thing you gotta do, is wild hard.
So you have more respect for fat models?
No, because they have things to focus on. Fat asses falling off the stage. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they smell the pie that just was baked on a windowsill.
Dude,
and
they
they're-
should do that.
They're worried that they might go run and eat
They
it.
should do a plus-size model show, but they're all in Rascals. That would be fire.
Now you talking.
Now we're talking.
Now
dude.
you talking.
All right, can we see your dance or your little walk?
Okay. I didn't like how you phrased it like that.
Do your little
I didn't
walk.
like how you phrased it like that.
That's good.
He said walk, bitch.
I'm
This
saying.
motherfucker said walk, bitch.
Show us your dance. Show us your
God
little dance.
damn.
What's the dance kids are doing?
How many blocks did you walk in your fake sneakers before they exploded?
Honestly, one day.
Yeah, it was one squat, and
Yeah.
then your toe just popped out.
I thought they were real. The guy on the canal street was like, "No, best price, good sneakers."
Hey,
I thought they were real.
Don't do that.
I thought they were real.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. Don't
I
put
didn't
it
know
on
that
that,
was
man.
gyps.
Yeah,
I
don't
didn't know
act
it
like
was
you
gyps.
were the victim.
I am a victim, bro.
Yeah.
I thought I was buying real sneakers.
Yeah,
Son,
this guy's gonna lie to all of us. After we're being authentic. We're being authentic. Hey, let's just be honest.
Let's all be honest.
I didn't want to look bad at Fashion Week,
And
bro.
dumb and stupid.
And dumb and stupid.
Yeah. So what?
But I also didn't want to look like I was trying too hard.
So what are you gonna do in this conundrum?
Well, I send a lot of pictures to group chats by accident.
The worst group chat to send a picture to.
I done taken 40 mirror selfies
What did you
today.
think Akash's feedback was gonna be to that outfit? What did you think he was gonna say?
Genuinely?
Yeah, he's like, dude, the neck is
Starts
so
with
small.
an F, ends with a T. That's genuinely
Fat.
that was good.
Thanks,
that was
dog.
good.
Thanks.
I gave you credit.
I know, I appreciate it.
I stepped on a little bit with my laugh. He said fat.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
Wait.
my own mirror selfies. I be sending them like, God damn, I need to get some prepackaged meals out here.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the mirror.
It ain't.
It ain't?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm fine. You're just you, bro.
Hey, thanks, man.
You're just you,
Hey,
dude.
I love me.
You're just you.
I love me.
And we're back. Listen, we need some topicos. Mark, give us some topicos.
Greta Thunberg did it again.
What's
Okay.
going on with
She's
this
making headlines. She's all over the world. Every time something happens to her, it makes headlines. It's really interesting.
So what's the deal? She's arrested or something? What's the
Basically,
whole
there's
thing?
this whole town in Germany, right? They're not doing nuclear energy. So they're mining coal. This company, private coal mining company, gets permission to basically like destroy a town. There's like this like small little village there in Germany, and they can destroy the town to then get like this peat like coal substance that's underneath the town.
Yeah.
So they can destroy the whole thing. So Greta Thunberg and a bunch of other activists are there basically in the town like, hey, you can't do it. And so they go, yeah, we can. And then
What a
they-
bitch,
They
dude.
get Greta Thunberg and they carry her out. And then they snap a picture, she's smiling, getting carried out, and then it makes, headlines everywhere. She's doing what Greta does.
But did she save the town?
No.
Where are the town people?
I don't think there's anyone really living there. And I think like the people that were living there, they're basically like given notice like, hey, this town is, we're destroying the town.
And then they were just paid off, obviously.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
So
But
if
yeah.
nobody is protesting but you,
I think
This is the thing that
there's other
bothers-
activists that are there.
yeah, but like, we need the people that are affected. This is the typical thing, like the white lady thing, like I'm gonna be offended on behalf of everybody else. Like, now, if the people in the town are okay with this, it seems as if you're kind of using this to maybe profit yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if the people in town just got paid off, they're down to move, they don't have to live in this shitty town that's full of coal, right? Their kids being born with fucking 3 arms and shit like that. Like who knows what's going on? There's
I don't think that's how coal works, man.
I think coal's everywhere,
I-
dog.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just all under the
telling
ground in a lot of places.
Bro, you said it's the peat or whatever the fuck is it peat moss? What is it?
yeah, it's Pete Moss.
Whatever you
Is that
said.
a football player?
What did you say?
It's like coal. It's coal.
Why'd you call it peat moss?
Because there's a specific type of coal that's found in this place.
And is it called peat moss? What is it called?
Peat moss is moss, dog.
That's why I thought it was peculiar.
It's coal. It's just coal.
Okay, so these people are drinking up the coal every
I
single
don't think
fucking
that's
day.
how coal works.
You don't know that for a fact.
I'm pretty
We
sure.
gotta get Aaron Brockovich on this one. Who's that?
Yo, 3 movie references and Mark is so confused.
Who is that guy?
Yo, you don't know who Aaron Brockovich is?
Son.
Julia Roberts coming
Hero.
through, saving the towns from the
Cleavage
water.
out.
See what I'm saying? That's all it is. She's not a lawyer, so she can do things lawyers can't do.
Exactly.
You know? You don't know this movie? You're a Picasso painting to me right now. I'm so blurry. Nothing. I can see nothing. Nothing. This shit, fucked.
Out of here.
Yes. And you're, what? You were about to say something. Go.
I'm just saying that's the whole podcast is you looking this way.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I can
Anyway.
see you perfectly. You look fine.
Yeah.
If you're concerned with how you look great.
All right, well, that works. Yeah, no, I don't know. If they're okay with it, it seems like Greta's using this as an opportunity to, I don't know, celebrate herself, right? Like, the people in town are fine. They're willing to move out. Nobody's upset here.
Well, that's presumptive. We don't know how the people in town feel.
Yeah, I don't know even how many people were there. I'm assuming if they're all moving, they're all getting paid off.
Yeah.
And if they weren't going to move, they were just going to basically be like, okay, we're going to destroy your house anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine they had like a ton of like.
What is that
Yeah.
called?
You have to
Eminent
pay
domain.
me.
Eminent domain.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got to pay me the fuck off to be okay with just moving everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't know how they feel. If they're like, yeah, we're cool with it, then she sucks. But if they're just like, I just don't want to have this fight, and then she'll have it for them or with them or whatever, then that's
Yeah.
cool of her.
Why doesn't she protest like the war between like Russia and Ukraine? Like that would be a good protest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Europe about to freeze. Maybe they're gonna need that coal to stay warm during the winter, right? Like if Russia turns off them that spigot, I'm telling you, you're gonna need that coal.
But I
Simple
think
as that.
she's just environmentalist. She's like, there's a town getting destroyed to get coal. It's literally like out of like a fucking Captain Planet cartoon.
Bro, is there anything less cool than being an environmentalist? Oh my God, it sucks, dude. They need new mascots. They need new branding. or
Most
something
activism
like
is
that.
incredibly uncool.
Bro, the genius of Elon Musk is he made a car that like might be good for the environment. And I know there's people like fact checking me right now. And they're going, well, technically, we're fucking, yeah, no cobalt, whatever. Shut up. The point that I'm trying to make is the car will eventually help the environment, right? When we find a way to harvest the sun's energy in a more effective way, yes, you can charge the car and it won't hurt the environment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The only reason people buy that car is because it looks cool and it's awesome when you're inside it. It has nothing to do with caring about the environment. Environmental people, if you want people to care about the environment, make it cooler than the shit that's bad for the environment. It's that simple. If you want me to switch toothbrushes to an environmentally friendly toothbrush, make that shit better than a regular toothbrush. That's the only way that we're switching. You have to make it better. Nobody's willing to sacrifice for the environment except Greta Thunberg, and she is retarded, right? She's
autistic.
No, I think she's
Say again?
probably an Asperger.
Oh yeah, she's burged out, but I don't think she's
My
targeted.
vision burged out right now, I'll tell you that for sure. This is what she sees every day, I get it. I get why they don't blink. This is fun.
Autism doesn't affect your eyes, I don't
Well, it makes you not blink, you just stare a long time.
It's like coal, you know what I mean? It really fucks up your vision.
100%.
Really?
Hell yeah, you just looking for dinosaurs constantly. Them motherfuckers love a dinosaur, right? They can't blink because they might miss them. Yo, if you ever see an autistic person blinking, you'd be like, was that a pterodactyl? They will lose their fucking mind. Damn it, I blinked.
They say that about trains.
Damn it.
They say about trains too. Autistic kids love trains.
Do you know why?
I have my theories.
Well, this is how you get autistic kids to support the police force in Illinois or whatever.
Tennessee.
Damn, I was so close.
Come on,
I was
dude.
so fucking close,
on.
man. Shit, I thought it was Tennessee. Okay.
But no, apparently it's like they like the orderly process of it. Like it all follows like a regular system. There's not a ton of like variation.
The train spotter, Francois Bourgeois, if you ever follow him, he gets really
the-
excited for
the English
train
guy?
spotting. Yeah, and then he's
Yeah.
like sponsored by Gucci. Like he's actually hilarious.
That's
Yeah.
adorable.
He's
But
a-
like apparently like they really gravitate to trains when they're like 5 years old. But I've always thought if you don't want your kid to be autistic, don't introduce them to trains.
Oh, so it's the train.
Ah, that's a good
What
idea.
came first, the chicken or the egg?
Exactly.
So it's the train that makes them autistic.
Play with something else, not trains. But yeah, apparently they love trains.
Trains, planes, and dinosaurs.
Yeah, the
What?
big three.
planes and trains.
Yeah, well,
You
you're
might be a little specky.
I had a train when I was a kid, but no, planes now. I dropped.
Nah,
into
he's
the
too
train.
emotional to be an Asperger or an autist.
Yeah, no, you're a big empath for sure. Anyway, I think that's the key for environmentalism. It's like you don't even have to, if you make the product cool enough and it just so happens to help the environment, we'll all buy it.
even if it's as functional.
I generally think, or genuinely, whatever one of those G words, I really think that I genuinely think it has to be better.
Yeah.
If it's equivalent, I'm not going to switch over
Sales,
because
they'll have some sales. Some people will buy, but
Yeah.
if it's better, way more people will buy. It's sad that capitalism is really at the end of the day just what do we like better?
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. Fuck, Amazon is killing every mom and pop business.
We
We
don't
all
care.
want to support small businesses.
Benefits us.
I'm not gonna spend more money to do it.
yeah.
But
Simple as
better.
that.
You should
Simple
be the
as that.
face of it because that would be the most honest campaign.
Yeah, I'm down with that. The second there's environmentally friendly stuff that's better, I'll be the first one. Let's do this.
I don't know if it has to be better though. Like I remember paper straws come out, they suck, they dissolve in your drink, no one likes them. And then they come out with like a plastic compost type thing where it's not actually plastic, but it's like a biodegradable like plastic substance. Those straws, and those are fire. And they're still biodegradable.
but
It's the same as a straw. So
The
I'm
restaurant
like,
buys them, and the restaurant gets to say they don't use plastic straws.
Yeah.
You, as an individual, are not concerned about PR. typically.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna buy. And now some people will. Some people are environmentalists. Some people do care how people see
But they're
them.
losers. Those people are losers. Like, let's just be honest. You've never met a cool one. You've never met one that was interesting. You never met one that was smart. It's an identity sleeve
Leo
that they're just
DiCaprio,
putting
he's
on.
cool.
Come on.
He's cool as shit.
He's
Come
very
on,
cool.
come on.
Extremely cool.
Very
Come
cool.
on. Is that why he dates those young girls so he can like learn about the new like environmental shit?
What do you guys
that these
care about right now?
Yeah.
What's like-
Straws.
Yeah, interesting. What's the thing?
No, I've just never met a cool one or a fun one or an interesting one. I've never met one. A smart one. I've never met one.
Anyone that's an environmentalist.
What about activism in general?
Some of that shit is necessary.
Human rights. Take away human rights.
Yeah.
Human rights activism.
Yo, human rights activism, you find some smart motherfuckers on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because you got to convince another human that don't even think you're a human that you are. Like back in the day, like now is different because everybody accepts everyone's humans. But there were like black people back in the day that had to look at white people and be like, I'm not part of the farm. And the white people are like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You had to come up with like arguments, fucking strategy.
I have a heart and a brain. I can think. I can make decisions. You see how I'm different? And they were like, I don't know. I don't know. Right? Like, isn't that crazy? You have to be brilliant.
How would you prove it?
Prove what?
I don't think you're a human being.
Well, let me see your wife. Not personally, but obviously. But like if I'm back in the day. Like if I'm Frederick Douglass.
Oh,
and
we
you coming
smash.
at me.
We smash, and then
I'm about to make a human. Little Derek Jeter, little DJ. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. That's how you know I'm human.
That's
Simple
not,
as
that's
that.
not bad, actually. That's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
So give me the wife. You know what I mean? That's what he said to Abraham Lincoln. He's like, where's Abigail?
Was that her name?
I don't know, but they was all named Abigail back in the
yeah,
day.
that's true.
Mary, right? Abraham Lincoln's wife.
You nice, bro.
Damn.
You nice.
Yeah, Mary.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
good.
shocked you know any women from history. That is actually very surprising.
Yeah. Why do you know that? Why do you know so much about white women in history?
Hey, study your enemy, dog. You know what I mean?
fair enough.
The source of all evil. Also, Mary, crazy, right?
Yes.
And Abraham Lincoln, according to Hasanabi, gay.
But that's what they just called the dude that didn't fuck his wife, but they didn't know how crazy his wife was. That'll make you gay.
Maybe just thought he wanted to like free black people, and they're like, gay. This guy, something wrong with this guy.
Fucking up everyone's money.
Gay, dude. This guy gay, bro. What you caring about all this shit for?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can see
Possible.
it. I can see it.
Possible.
What were we talking about?
Huh?
What were we just
Greta
saying?
Thunberg.
No, it's just like, how do you get people to care? We were talking about environmentalists and then activism in general.
yeah.
And it's like, no, activism is important. You have to do it. But the medicine, the candy is the most effective way. It's simple as that. And like for environmental stuff, it's like, how do you not hurt the environment? Y'all got to figure that out because the rest of us don't give a fuck. We genuinely do not give a fuck. Like most people do not care. You care about how these plastics and stuff could affect you. That's really smart.
Yeah, I don't
You
like.
don't want any thalamines or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
in
like
you.
drinking plastic, even though it's already fucking in the water anyway.
But you saw some stuff and you saw how it could affect your body and
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I'm not on that shit because it's selfish. It's like, how do I be a better person? I don't want to consume this fucked up shit. But once you got to start caring about what other people consume, oof, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But what if that thing they're consuming makes them look cool, i.e. Tesla, or saves them money, i.e. Amazon? You're like, bang, let's go that way.
Yeah.
So just make all the environmental shit either save us money or make us look cool.
That's why I don't think the Impossible Burger is gonna make it.
Because
It's not the equivalent.
And it gotta be, the reason why I think it has to be better is because it's very hard, especially for men, for us to leave our comfort zone.
Yeah.
We
That's
like a pair
good
of
point.
jeans, you know that the Subies fit you, they look good.
Yeah, done.
It's gonna be hard for you to jump over to another brand.
Yep.
They can't be equal to Subi. They gotta be like significantly better.
Yeah.
I think about that with 3D printed meat or 3D print food.
Yeah.
So there's places that sell like 3D printed steak, and the only way people are gonna leave that is if it's better.
Yeah, why they gotta say print? Like, don't even put that word in my food.
Yeah.
I don't want that word in my
Because
food.
a lot of food is printed.
It's all printed.
Like
Every chocolate bar, print.
Pringles, printed.
Printed.
Yeah.
But remove 3D and print from it, and then we can get into the discussion about if I'm gonna eat this fucking
Manufactured
thing.
beef.
Even that.
Do better, bro.
You gotta be like
Sell it. It's your company. Go.
ultra organic.
This is for you. You benefit the most. You and 1.42 billion people benefit the most from meat being printed.
Yeah.
Now flip it.
Are y'all allowed to eat printed? No.
Yeah.
Super organic?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Really?
Nothing died.
What would you say? How would you do it?
You don't like ethical. Super organic, I think, works.
Yeah.
Humane's not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's like they're using these words that we don't want to identify as in general. It's got to be better. The product has to be better. You're dealing with, like you said, the free market. The product has to be better.
If you put extra protein in it, and someone that wants extra protein, you just like, boom, protein infused meat.
Ugh, infused sucks, but there you go, 100%.
It's the freshest. It's right there. It's not sitting in a fucking fridge, being shipped 3,000 miles or whatever.
Yeah,
from
this was
Texas.
made today.
This was made this instant, so it's the freshest form of meat you can get.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And you can do human meat. Add that.
Because it could be fake human meat.
Exactly.
And you can confirm that there isn't E. coli or salmonella. So
Fire. Fire benefits me.
The meat
benefits
has
me.
animal cells.
Selfish.
Yeah.
That's what we're all motivated by. How am I better? How are my kids better? How's my wife better? What are we doing for us?
Extra fresh meat, dude.
Extra fresh meat, something like that. Yeah, it can potentially work, but I agree with you. It just has to be better.
But the thing, I think in Germany, I've read this on like a meme. I don't know if this is even true, but basically like they said no to nuclear energy. And so now they're getting more coal because they're not doing nuclear.
And why would they say no to nuclear?
Because I think there was a big push. Miles was actually talking about this. Like there was a big push back in the day saying like nuclear is super dangerous. We can't do it. And it was like, I don't even know, fossil fuel industries that were pushing that notion that you can't.
My understanding was that Germany had great dependence on nuclear energy, just not within Germany. It was other countries' nuclear energy that they were essentially outsourcing all their fuck shit. So they're like, we're super green, et cetera. But it was just other countries' nuclear energy. You know what I mean?
pulling it from the Balkans right to Germany and just
Exactly. So
But is nuclear energy bad? That's a branding nightmare.
it's the safest
Don't
form as
say
long as it
nuclear.
doesn't spill out.
Yeah. Why would you name the energy after the bomb?
Now
Steam
you get
energy.
it.
Make it steam energy
Now
or
you're
something.
getting it.
I don't get why you got to put nuclear in it.
Rebrand.
two risks are the meltdown and I think like water waste or like the used water going in there. There's something that's
Yeah.
not 100% pure, but what it expels is pretty cool.
Anyway, but simple. I think that this is the solution for all. I think it's a solution for all like products, et cetera. It's just like make it better. And if you can't make it better, it's just not gonna win, no matter how much you shame people.
Yeah.
Then you have to get like government regulation in order to make it happen. And that's where things get really tricky. Because now you're gonna make me resent you. Like those paper straws, I hated
Yeah.
the place because they made me have those paper straws.
Yeah.
Like I would be upset. Like I feel like coffee shops already have a little cocky nature to them.
Yes.
Why is that?
The whole thing is just that whole.
There's no
everything-
conservative coffee shop.
Everything, like all the
We
worst.
need to open a conservative coffee
Black
shop.
Rifle.
Yeah. Say what?
Black Rifle,
But
I
it's
guess
not
a coffee
shop,
company.
It's a type of coffee.
Yeah,
Like,
Like a Black Rifle coffee shop.
I'm just saying, like, there could be a business there.
Motherfucker in fatigue serving you
Yeah.
coffee.
You walk in, it got plastic straws, plastic cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You could see the dude who pulled the beans.
Turtle
complain,
beans,
they
bro.
say, suck my dick.
Fucking, yeah.
Bang. No tipping.
Make America ground
Yeah,
again.
no tipping would be great.
Well, would conservatives think no tipping?
I don't know.
10%.
A little
I
bit
just
less.
be hating that fucking. I have to press $1 just because it's there.
It's some
Yeah.
places put the percentage, and some places put $1, $2, $3. I'm like, the coffee's already $19, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you got to have just full-on conservative coffee. They are very liberal. Is it just because it got popular in the Northeast or Northwest?
You can't order a cappuccino and be tough.
Yeah, I guess the whole thing is very.
frap.
Also, liberals tend to improve foods, especially like basic shit like coffee.
Yeah.
They tend to improve. They're like artisanal.
Nah, you're making a good point
You
right
don't
now.
want to admit it, but like artisanal shit tends to be pretty good.
Cooking is gay.
Cooking is
Nah,
it is gay
it
in its
is.
nature.
It is.
I think progress in general,
Progress is pretty gay, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even though it's good, it is a little like.
It
is-
You pay €1 for an espresso, and the dudes are cool that work there. Full-time baristas.
I mean, you're making a good point. The cheaper the coffee, the less progressive the place is. But it's worse coffee.
But also, Italy, gay is just baked into the culture. Like, it just, the
Yeah, these are
guys
not
all just a
macho
little
guys.
bit gay.
Nah, there's some.
Italian culture is kind of gay. It just is.
You're saying in Italy.
In Italy. Not here,
we would
not
describe
Jersey
it.
Italians.
We would describe it as gay as Americans.
I think the Jersey Italians got kicked out of Italy for being too straight.
possible.
Oh yeah.
And that's why they're like so fucking macho.
Toxic masculinity.
It's
That's the
so-
first cancel
yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
They
Shut
got
them
out
out.
This is you're making great points here.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
They were dressed like you, and they're like, we can't do
Yeah,
this.
we can't handle it.
Yeah.
We can't handle this, man.
For real. And they make like these horrible, like offensive terms for them. They're like mafia.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Because there's guys who like to fuck girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't, you're in the mafia because you don't want to see your wife get fucked in the morning.
Yeah.
That makes you a mafioso. And then the disgusting stereotype that they put on the entire island of Sicily, like it's run by these fucking Neanderthals.
Yeah.
No, they're guys that want to be the only person that fucks their wife.
Yeah,
What's
that's
wrong
so
with
bad?
that?
Is that so bad?
You want to have an olive oil business, import export? Oh, mafia.
Yeah.
What's mafia about that?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Nothing.
Yo, speaking of Neanderthals, I was having this discussion yesterday, and this is kind of fucked up.
I don't think you're a Neanderthal,
Yeah,
Mark.
dude.
You keep on bringing this fucking
Yeah,
thing up.
yeah.
You're not a
mean that?
Neanderthal.
Do you mean that?
I don't think you're one. I don't think you're one.
Thank
Oh
you.
boy, here we go. What happened? Oh. Did you not know he made that sound out loud?
He's a Neanderthal.
He didn't want me to get too much of a. You don't want me to get a big head.
Okay, go on.
Basically, if they can bring back, like they're doing all this like fucking synthesized meat and shit, there's gonna be a time where they're gonna be able to bring back like organisms from the past. And they're gonna be able to bring back Neanderthals.
Well, they've done it with Jurassic Park. You're saying do it with Neanderthals?
They could do it with Neanderthals.
It's a great premise for a show.
If they bring back Neanderthals,
Yeah.
is this, what is that show? Encino Man?
It's, yeah,
Basically?
movie.
If they bring back Neanderthals, what do we do with
adorable.
Neanderthals?
He's adorable.
Pauly Shore, dude, he's the best.
Legitimately before he was even born.
I know, yeah,
But if,
still.
if you bring back Neanderthals, where do they get classified in fucking life?
So what we're doing right now, Mark, is we're setting ourselves up for the end of our podcast. A question like that.
Okay.
Okay? Because wherever we position Neanderthals, wherever we do it,
Yeah.
right next to them, that's how we feel about that group of people.
Okay. That's a good point.
Akash checked out about 15
So I
minutes
gotta
ago.
wait, hold on, I'm trying to do the math. So
Yeah.
we're not allowed to have a problem with Neanderthals?
No, I'm saying if we bring back Neanderthals, are they automatically in the human category?
You're saying, what do we do with them?
No, I know what humans would probably do. They'll have the fucking like Jurassic Park, but for other extinct species.
No,
So
Mark's not asking that question. He's asking, where do they fit in society? What jobs do they have?
Oh my God,
He's trying to
dude,
ask
that's-
who
yeah.
we
In
think
general.
the
That-
Neanderthals
yeah,
are.
yeah,
I'm not
You know
saying
what?
that.
I think that they should work in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, good
I think
answer.
they should be the engineers in Silicon Valley.
Fortune
Why
500
can't they do
CEOs.
it?
Why not?
They should be Fortune
500 CEOs.
I don't
Whatever they
know.
are.
I don't know.
I think they should do that. What do you think they should do?
I don't know. I don't even know what we do with them. That's my
Oh, do you not?
question. I don't.
Oh, do you not?
Are they good at stuff? What are they good at? That's my question. What if they come back
What
and
do you
they're
think they're good at?
Cave paintings?
Yeah, what if they're the artists? What if they're the painters, dude? But I'm like, okay, are they going to be as smart as human beings? Are they going to be able to
Well,
talk
they're
like
not
us?
going to be as smart as human beings. We
Why?
know that.
Why?
Well, because they're gone.
Okay.
And if they were smarter, they'd still be here.
But
Because
just
they
'cause
had
they
the
died-
advantage.
they were strong.
But they were here first.
Yeah.
And then a few motherfuckers came around that were a little bit smarter. So then you admit that they're dumb.
So they're a little less smart, but what if they can still talk
But
English?
apparently we got much smarter because of fire allowed us to cook meat, and then we had to use way less like brain energy to digest food or some shit, way less energy. So that's the first part of humans like starting to get smarter, Homo sapiens. I read this in the book, and you would
Yeah.
think I would retain more than I have, but that's
Yuval
I
Harari.
pieced together something.
and they
Yeah,
were
yeah, yeah.
interbreeding with Homo sapiens, so there's some of us that are more Neanderthal.
Yeah, that is true.
So my question is like, if you can do hybrid Homo sapien Neanderthals, what is that? What
Ugh,
like?
are you going to make me say it? Don't make me say it, man.
I saw this picture of a Neanderthal. Every
Oh,
time you see,
Jesus
every time you see a
Christ,
Neanderthal,
Mark.
every time you see them, they got like fucking fucked up hair. They got beards all scraggly. They look
No, that
crazy.
guy's looking dapper right there in the suit.
Yeah,
But
go to the
If
Neanderthal
you
CPA.
give him a legit
Yeah.
haircut and put him in a suit, that's just a guy.
No, it's not, Mark.
Really not just a guy.
That's a horse.
yeah.
You're
Yes.
looking at a horse person.
That is Mr. Ed.
That is, without a doubt, Mr. Ed, that's a horse person. If you saw that person walking down the street, you would feed him a carrot. You would 100% feed him a carrot.
That's just a dude, and he would be able to speak English, and he would have thoughts and opinions.
No,
and maybe
Mark.
he's not as smart, but he's still doing human stuff.
See, this is how I know that you're lying to yourself.
Wait, what?
Because when you look at that guy right there, right? When you look at that guy, you want to go, oh, buddy.
I know people that look
Whoa.
like this, bro. This is just like a guy from Russia. That's like a Ukrainian. That's an average Ukrainian.
No.
Do you not know people that look like this?
Mark.
Are you being serious?
Mark, when you look at that guy, tell me right now, when you look at that guy,
Yes.
what are you really thinking about?
Dad.
That's my dad.
Yeah, he thinks dad.
Papa.
You met his dad?
Yeah.
Papa.
Your dad does not look like that at all.
Identical.
Your dad is, I mean,
Identical, dude.
the dress, the outfit, the confidence, right? The confidence he has. but
eyebrows?
Look at how lost he is in that suit.
He's just,
Right?
he's focused. He's busy.
No, he's showing up to court. The guy was grazing on someone else's property, and they brought him to court. You got to take the Neanderthals to court. He was trespassing.
Grazing without a license.
What are you going to do? You're going to get a grazing license for every Neanderthal out there? I mean, this is going to be crazy.
Oh, we could race him, put some blinders on him, and then Kentucky Derby.
I think you guys are going to regret this. You guys are going to regret this a lot.
Well, what do you think? What would you do with them?
Just
There's going to
integrate
be
them
too many to make them the offensive line, right? Would you make them the D line? Like, what would you do? It has to be football.
Oh, they would
Some of them are
dominate
good at
football.
sports.
Holy fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
some would be good at sports. Some would be good at other stuff.
Rugby? What sport requires the least amount of intelligence?
Gotta be rugby
Rugby.
or Australian rules football.
Right? Because it's just grab the ball and go straight. You could teach a Neanderthal how to
Curling,
do that.
I think curling's a lot.
I don't think that a Neanderthal has the dexterity to curl. Yeah. Planning,
the whole thing.
precision.
I thought you could slide them. I wasn't talking about.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that could actually work.
Ooh. Yeah, it'd be a little bigger.
Hockey, they could do hockey.
No. I mean, the little tiny movements, the planning, the passing.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I think we avoided
Boxing.
racism with that one.
Yeah, that was
I think
impressive,
we really avoided racism with that one. I think that was great. So let's give me another one.
Do you want to button up this Greta Thunberg thing just in case?
Very simple. You want to make the world a more environmentally friendly place. You have to understand how human beings react to things, how we make change. We make change when it either benefits us or when the government tells us what to do. So all you have to do is convince the government to make change, which is nearly impossible, or make products that benefit people. Simple as that. Nobody is using a Tesla if it looked ugly and it wasn't a great driving situation.
It didn't make you feel amazing while music was on. Are you talking about the car? I thought you were talking about that time we were at Burning Man.
Hey,
You remember the Teslas?
Hey,
What, Dove?
Step in here.
What, Dove?
Step in here with this guy.
What, Dove?
This guy's
Out of control.
Which Tesla do you like
out of
better?
fucking
Which
control.
Tesla do you like better, though? Be honest.
so
Out of
If
control.
you had to take one Tesla right now, which one would you
He's
pick?
really doubling down.
Which one would you pick?
Now you're asking me a question.
Honest question.
Now you're asking me a question.
If I gave you two Teslas,
You gave me two Teslas.
one was a car and
Yeah.
one was a pill that made everything awesome,
Okay.
which one would you take?
Take the car, sell the car, buy only Tesla pills with that car money, and then
lot
I would
of
take
Teslas.
those probably until I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not a little bit impressed with Greta Thunberg? There's part of me that's like,
Oh, she's a beast, dude.
the fact that I thought she was going to wash away 2 years ago, and the fact that she's continuing to make headlines, continuing to like put herself in position where she's getting attention and promoting her cause, allegedly. Apparently she doesn't get paid from any of her activism. I don't know how she makes money. There's part of me that's like, yeah, this is weirdly impressive.
She also bodied Andrew Tate with that shit, and I was like, you know what? That's funny. I can't think it's not funny.
I thought that shit was kind of mid, I'll be honest.
It was just so funny because there's nothing.
It's funny coming from her, but the diss is not
The diss is
objectively
not
that
fine,
good.
but coming from her to him right away, it's just funny.
Okay, fair enough.
It's so simple.
We haven't seen her be funny at all. We haven't seen her be like sarcastic or even attempt humor.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit surprising.
Yeah, and it was
Sure.
just sometimes the crude joke is the best one, and she didn't try to like be cerebral about it.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I mean, if we haven't made any progress in environmental shit, of course she's still gonna have a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like as long as NBA players foul, we're gonna have referees. You know, that's all she is. She's a referee, and we gonna keep fouling.
No, but there's a lot of activists that don't get no fucking shine.
So this is
And
the
she-
place in Germany, apparently, where the protest is happening. There's apparently this big mud field, and all the cops are coming to like get everyone out of here.
Oh, I thought they're doing like mud angels.
I mean, basically, that's what happens. These cops, this just went super viral. These
I
cops
would
get
fuck
stuck in the
that
mud,
field.
and and this guy,
What do you guys do? We're planting trees. We're planting trees.
this guy is just.
Yo, why is that guy in the fucking Harry Potter outfit?
He's
or
what they
whatever?
call the
He's
mud
just
wizard.
like a druid.
So literally, he's just.
Just like a true.
Yeah, what is that?
They're all stuck in the mud. I think he's like barefoot or some shit, so he's able to like run through it easily.
Yeah.
And he just keeps on fucking with them. So they're all stuck and he's not. And
That's
so he
pretty
like
funny.
shoves them over and shit.
That's
and then
pretty
when they
funny.
try to get him, he just runs away.
Because their boots are sinking even deeper into the mud than his bare feet.
Yeah. Or I think he's got like smaller shoes on. But it just went.
Gear on.
Yeah. They're all like super heavy, but it just went super viral. He's just taunting them straight to their face.
That's hilarious.
He's weirdly the biggest hero of this whole thing.
yeah, of course.
I don't think Germany can do it again, man. Do you know what I mean? Or is this why they walk like that? Do you know,
German?
you know what I mean? Like, is this why they goose stepped? You know, like those German boots, they get stuck in the mud. They
Yeah.
gotta keep them feet hot.
Now that quicksand will get you.
Yeah, but this to me lets me know that like Germany's attempts to take over the world are over.
That's what happens, though.
They're stuck in the mud,
You get
literally.
one shot, and then you become Japan.
They had 2.
Yeah, I
They
guess.
had 2 fucking shots.
Oh yeah.
Germany had 2 shots, missed both.
But that's going to happen to America.
Yeah.
We're the boys, and all of a sudden it becomes like,
No.
boys. It happened to Japan. They were the baddest motherfuckers. They were killing everyone, destroying China. Japan was the fucking
Yeah, but that's
craziest.
part of the world.
And also,
Craziest.
they never had what's it called? They never had the lands. They never had the resources. They never had the
do you mean?
numbers. Like what was it in that famous thing that I forget who said it when they were fighting the war against Japan specifically? Whatever the Chinese general said is like, we just outnumber them. Like if 1,000 of us die for one of them to die, we still win.
Yeah, of course, they might not win, but I'm saying they were badasses, and all of a sudden they had their one shot, and now you look at Japanese culture, and it's, I would say, like, it's not actually like, you know, like, I'm talking, these are like samurais that would kill people, and now it's like not that. They're doing karaoke.
Do we know that, though? That's the other thing. Do we know that that's what they were like, or did they romanticize?
I mean,
You know-
they had to be badasses at least during the 40s.
Pearl
at least.
Harbor?
Ninja
Badass.
shit is real.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor, like, not badass.
Yeah.
You know what I
The
mean?
samurai shit, that's fire.
Kamikaze, that's a fire concept.
Or was life really shitty there?
Also, way
Like, you know what I
cooler
mean? Like, you
term.
can only convince people to commit suicide for a war if life sucks. Like, nobody living in Beverly Hills is like, I'm going to blow up a fucking bowling alley. I'm going to do it. Life is good. Like, yeah, if you're living in a fucking dirt hut in Iraq, maybe you'll blow yourself up. But you're not going to do that shit if life is fucking good.
Maybe you
Maybe
train-
Japan, life sucked. And they're like, fuck it, whatever. One last flight. I'm out of here. Also, how do we know they weren't all old? Like, did any survive? Maybe they put some fucking 115-year-olds in the planes. They're like, yo, do this for the people.
That's a decent point. They live long in Japan.
They live long. So you get the oldest people, they're down to kill themselves for the community.
Still badass. It's not badass. Also, the term kamikaze, way more badass than suicide bomber. Kamikaze
Yeah.
is a fire term.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Badass, dude. These guys.
That's
they were
actually a cool
badass.
program. We should do that.
What's that?
Just take old people and send them to war.
I don't know. If
Yeah, reaction time.
But if you're able to get them in like a little exoskeleton or whatever that they can use,
And then just send them out there for one last
or
hurrah.
planes or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I know, we got to use them for something. We got to get them out of here.
Yeah.
We got to use them and get them out of here.
they want to feel useful.
Yeah, they do, especially the Asian ones, because they're worried about holding back the community. You have that like kind of communal thought. Like America's so individualistic. It's everything's about me. It's my life. It's whatever. The West, not just America,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
I'm the most important. I have to do everything. Like hey, what is that great term that we have here? It's not personal. It's business or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like the excuse to fuck people over.
Yeah.
And I think in Asia, you probably feel this much more. It's much more communal. It's like how could I be affecting my community? Am I hurting them? Am I holding them back? Oh, the shame.
Family specifically for us, but community at large, yeah.
Right, right. And it's like, the shame that you would feel like hurting your community or holding them back.
Yeah.
And I wonder if even old people in Asia would kill themselves specifically because they didn't want to be a burden. Like, I genuinely wonder if there was some sort of version of that. And like, I think when there was the nuclear waste issue that happened, when the nuclear plant got hit by the
Fukushima.
I think the oldest people in the community came out and they're like, yo,
Right.
They cleaned up.
it's like we've already lived.
Ah.
It would be a great honor for us to make the sacrifice because that's what we have to do for the community.
They were fucking cool, man.
That's what I'm saying. So they probably got the old people to fly the planes, and it's like game over, whatever.
That's a good ass idea.
That's badass, dude.
I don't think it's badass.
It's badass. We just endorsed it.
Yeah.
We just stood by it.
I didn't. I'm just saying it's easier.
You
Yeah,
also
it's-
said old people can't fly a plane because of dexterity issues.
dog fight. No way, old people could do that.
Autopilot?
Now we talking.
I think they could do that.
But what's fucked up is then you don't even need nobody in there.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get it
Imagine
off
we
the
all-
ground. You got to get it up. You know what I mean?
They're in there. They're just being flown around.
So
like,
what do I need to do?
oh, they just want to kill me.
It's just Chinese
They're like,
population.
don't do
control.
anything. Just stay right there.
there and die.
They're doing great. Okay, Francis Ngannou has vacated his UFC title.
well, did he vacate it?
Well, his contract expired and he didn't re-sign, and they couldn't come
The
to an
UFC
agreement.
didn't come to agreement. I think that the UFC regrets this. I think this is a bad move. I understand the UFC is trying to protect themselves and they're trying to protect they're basically trying to protect themselves with every single deal they make because every deal they make is precedence for another person on the roster.
And that's how it is in the NBA now. The league minimum is like $1 million for if you never play, sit on the bench the whole time.
100%.
Yeah.
And that is generally how things move in sports. Eventually, the longer you build the brand, the more the people that are part of the brand or the athletes that are part of the brand end up getting paid.
Yeah.
So what's really interesting about this specifically is you don't ever want to lose your heavyweight champ. That is the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah, literally.
If he goes to another organization, as the UFC, you can't say you have the baddest man on the planet anymore.
Yeah.
If I'm the UFC, I roll the dice one more time. I say, take whatever you want for the John Jones fight. We'll give you one more. And you don't want to deal with Francis anymore? You go one more fight, bare minimum. Hope John Jones beats him.
Yeah.
And if John Jones beats him, you say, hey, go on, do your thing. We don't want to deal with you. Or you have all the leverage in the negotiation.
Okay.
But right now, the UFC, if Francis Ngannou goes to the PFL, he goes to Bellator, those organizations have the greatest MMA fighter in the world. The most dominant one and the most badass person.
Maybe
on
not the most
planet.
technical.
Yes, not the most technical, et cetera, but the pound for pound best is that man. He could beat up any other person alive.
Probably.
If you're an organization, you want to make sure you have that.
But his comments of the requests that he was making in the UFC were very clearly going to be something that had to be applied to the whole league. Sponsorship, they're not going to give future precedent. Like you said, sponsorship, health insurance, they're going to give it to him. He mentioned it on Helwani that it's not even for me. I can afford health insurance. What about the guy that gets paid 10 and 10? And then the third one was having an advocate within the negotiating. So having a type of...
So let's assume that he's doing this. Let's assume that Francis is doing this for the other fighters, which I think is... Yeah, I mean, listen, I assume anybody in a position like that, you want to help out your brothers and sisters, but at the same time, you're trying to get what you deserve as well, right? And I would in no way fault him for trying to do that. But yeah, let's assume some of these things would also trickle down to the other fighters. At the end of the day, Francis wants to go and do a boxing match where he can make tons of money. And if that's the reason they didn't let him do it, dumb, because you let Conor do it.
Yeah.
And you made tons of fucking money letting Conor do it. So why not just let Francis go fight Tyson Fury, have some massive $100 million fight once again? Why not let your fighters go into other sports and box if it's the most popular thing and just take 50% like you already did? It just builds up your fighter. Or do you think that it's going to expose the UFC in the way that Jake Paul has exposed the UFC, in that like the striking isn't as elite as people thought it was?
Basically, the fighters are your products, and anytime you're letting the product out of your control, you're opening yourself up in some way.
Yeah.
Either they get injured, either they're training for that, either they realize they can make more money somewhere else, or it exposes their striking abilities, blah, blah, blah.
But so far it hasn't hurt the brand. The brand has only grown.
But they've only done it one time.
And it grew.
Yeah, but it's like you open yourself up.
I mean, if you look at the top 5 pay-per-views in the UFC history, they're all Conor McGregor. And I think 3 of them come after the fight with Floyd. So after the loss.
Interesting.
I think it was 2 more Dustin fights.
Yeah.
And then maybe the other 3 are before. But like still, it's like there's still interest. There's still, I mean, Conor's just a superstar. For me, it seems like you do not let the baddest man on the planet go. You give it to him. Give him one fight. See if Bones can beat him. If Bones beats him, you don't have to deal with him anymore.
But he might not take
let
that.
him go.
They might give him one fight, and he just goes, "Well, you guys are trying to wait till I get fucking beat? Like, fuck that."
There's
feels
a
like-
number where people accept it.
It feels like they're trusting the business model, which is we're going to save money on fighters, and we're going to build them up, and they're going to get their PR, and they can make their money however they make it, and then we're going to keep this train moving. And the way we do it is by keeping you guys maybe underpaid. Now, what I'm wondering, and this could be stupid, but is there a world where this kind of becomes the norm, where you build up your fighter as an MMA superstar, whatever, and then you go take big money fights somewhere else? Theoretically, even PFL. Like Jake Paul can be like, look, we'll do pay-per-views with only the biggest stars. The rest of the fights, who cares? But we don't ever care about who Jake Paul's undercard is. I never care. But I'm gonna pay for the fight. So if Jake Paul could get hey, let's get Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou at PFL. We'll give you guys a great deal. It'll build up the brand. It'll build up the league. I have equity in the league. We sell that down the road. It could be crazy and could not work at all, but just something I thought of.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. This one to me, really sticks out. Like it just really sticks. That is the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
Nobody can beat that guy up on the planet.
Yeah.
You need him on your roster.
Where's PFL getting money? Do we know?
I don't know. I'm sure they just got some big money investors. And as we know, you don't have to pay the guys that much.
Yeah.
Right? So you have, let's say like, yeah. Let's say they get it. You go.
Now that Francis said the altruistic version of this, he can't go back without a massive change if they just offer him a shit ton of money or permission to take another fight.
He
now
can,
it has
though.
to change. He would look like a.
He would, but who
real
people
ass.
forget.
Hey,
Or at
they will
least if
forget.
They got a couple things, but I'm wondering, like,
I agree
why
with
haven't they ever
Akash.
priced it out? Like,
People
what-
will forget. And they have priced it out and they have their models. And you're talking about people who've built like the greatest fight sport business in history. It's obviously unbelievable what they've done. And I think what Akash said is right, is that they're trusting the model. And sometimes the model doesn't allow you to make very difficult situations. But you know what they also did? They broke the model for Conor and it fucking worked. Like it without a doubt worked. They had one of the biggest fights in history that they were part of the promotion. That was the boxing match with Mayweather. And Conor's fame just continued to skyrocket. And that trickled into 3 more UFC fights. There was the Cowboy Cerrone one. There was the Dustin Poirier and then another Dustin Poirier.
I think they might. Do you think maybe they don't think Francis is as charismatic as Conor?
He's not.
You look at he's not really at all. And I don't mean that as a shot at Francis, but Conor is a fucking star, dude. He just is and just was the whole time. So it's like, look, he's going to go fight Floyd, another superstar, legendary, whatever. Tyson is that, but Francis isn't going to be able to do what Conor did with that promo.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't think that they believe John Jones can beat Francis. And I don't think that they believe there's anybody on the roster that can beat Francis. So if they genuinely thought that John Jones could beat Francis, they would sign him up and then he would lose and then they could just bury him. I don't think that they think that Bones can do it. And if he exposes Bones, now they have no control over what's going on. And they have to deal with this guy constantly who's going to keep on pushing for more and more and more, which he should. Everybody should.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they have the confidence. I think that the situation they're in is they have the most dominant MMA fighter alive, and they have no ability to control his desires. And there may be other MMA fighters that are more willing to acquiesce.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna battle with this guy every single contract. It's gonna be annoying. He's gonna be talking shit about it. It's not gonna work out. And maybe he doesn't draw. I have to look. I think he does draw. I think people want to see that motherfucker fight. When we all saw him, we saw him.
Yeah, we saw him against Cyril.
Where was it?
That was at
MSG, right?
Yeah.
That shit was ramped.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Vegas, right?
It wasn't.
Phoenix, maybe?
It was LA or Phoenix. What was?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Maybe Anaheim or something like that?
Yeah.
But anyway, it was ramped. So, that was right. It was Anaheim. I think we saw it in Anaheim.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I think it is. I just don't think I think they believe that nobody can beat him. And they're like, we're just going to go through this nonstop and we're not going to meet. So we just got to move on.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame though. And PFL, if they have the money, they can start doing this with a lot of guys. And that's the hedge, I guess. That's what makes it interesting.
I mean, if I'm PFL right now, I'm on the phone with everybody that wears a sheet and a fucking ring on the top of it. And I'm going, do you have money? Do you have money? Hi, Saudi Arabia. Do you have money? Hi, Qatar. Do you have money? Hi, United Arab Emirates. Do you have money? Just give me $50 million and then we can actually make this happen. Just give me $100 million, we can make this happen. You can own a competitive league and now we have the guy. The guy.
Which apparently they have, good local investors. Like they have, the guy that owns the Nationals is a big investor. Mm-hmm. Alex Rodriguez apparently put in $500 million.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
A-Rod put in what?
Sorry. I just read the headline.
He invested at a $500 million valuation.
Yeah, $500 million valuation.
Got you.
But it's they have a bunch of people in the U.S. that are all putting money in. So it's if you're able to just crank up the heat and just be like, hey, every fighter, you want to make 25% more?
Yeah.
50% more?
And I don't know if those leagues will last, but I think they can push the MMA to be a little bit better toward their fighters.
More
Sorry,
equitable.
push the UFC to be a little bit more.
That's what's interesting. It's if UFC is exponentially growing, forget about the top pay that you pay fighters, but just bumping up base pay seems like an easy fix. But it feels like it has to be on Dana's terms, right? And then health, something in that
The tricky thing with them is that they have so many fighters under contract, right? They're running a league. You got to think of the UFC as like the NBA and compare it to a league, not compare it to like other fight promotions, right? Because what they do is, like with boxing, you might have your promoter that you're signed to, but you can fight 15 different times if you can organize those fights. With the UFC, they have this many cards and this many fights per card, and they have a roster of probably hundreds of fighters. How do you insert? How do you slot? What do you do? And they've built a model that is actually fighter friendly in terms of their records. When fighters lose, they're not necessarily out. They're guys who have lost 2 or 3 times. They get a couple big wins in a row, and all of a sudden they're back in the picture.
Or a great loss.
Or a fucking great loss doesn't even hurt you that much.
Fight of the night, things like that.
It's really like the NBA or the NFL in that you're just seeing teams that you like go battle.
Yeah.
If the fucking Giants lose to the Cowboys, it's not like everybody goes, I'm no longer a fucking Giants fan.
Yeah.
The old model was much more disadvantageous to fighters.
Yes.
Like if you're in a like boxing promotion, things like that, because one thing could just wash your whole career.
Now, because of that, what happens is the fighters at the top don't make what they could in boxing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the fighters at the bottom make way more than they would make if they were boxing. A no-name MMA fighter who is signed to the UFC, let's say they make $10,000 a fight and then $10,000 to win, $20,000 total. Do you know what a no-name boxer gets?
How much?
$1,500, maybe $1,000,
Wow.
$500. They're a no-name B-side fighter, essentially a guy who's brought in to lose,
Yeah.
right? Because he's fighting some up-and-coming guy. $1,500.
Wow.
Like, no, there's no interest. We would never go out to see it.
Yeah.
Now you can make money if you're one of these like local guys that has a draw. No different than being a comedian. You're from Long Island. You're fighting out in Long Island. You get the whole fucking Long Island to come out and watch you. You did it. You're a draw. You brought 5,000 people out. You're gonna get paid. I guess what I'm trying to say is the system is actually better for the young fighter. And that money comes, not the unknown fighter or the fighter that loses a little bit, but that money is coming from the top guys.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even look at MMA the way I would look at an NBA. I look at UFC the way I look at the NBA. I look at UFC the way I would look at what it is, which is a publicly traded company. When you have stock prices, you got to worry about it's constantly worrying about the bottom line and then maximizing profits. Let's maximize profits, minimize costs as much as we possibly
But you
can.
can't think that losing their best fighter is going to help their
I
stock
can
price.
if I think it's going to cost us so much to insure all these guys who are putting their lives on the line every time they fight.
Yeah.
The health insurance is probably fucking expensive.
Francis Ngannou has to go fight Tyson Fury right now.
Yeah.
And I can't fathom that he beats Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is the greatest heavyweight that I've ever seen. But if he does, I mean, like,
Yeah.
what? I mean, like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, it's just what the hell is the UFC going to do? Everybody's going to be clamoring for a John Jones, if John Jones beats Cyril Gane, a John Jones Francis Ngannou fight. The whole world. They won't care who John is going to fight. John can fight every other heavyweight. And people are like, yeah, we don't, that's not really for the belt. If the belt is supposed to signify the best MMA fighter in the world, you don't really have the belt.
But if
you
he-
got it.
yeah.
Yeah, also to your earlier point that they don't think he could beat Francis. God, who's that guy? Stipe
Miocic.
Yeah, he said apparently once this fight was announced, he was like he hadn't said shit, and he was like, I got the winner of this. And they were like, it's interesting that you don't say anything when Francis might be fighting John Jones, but when Francis drops out, now you got winner.
And Francis apparently asked for 3 fights in the contract. One against John Jones, one a rematch against Stipe, and then one more against John Jones. So it's not like he's ducking. It's not like he's trying to avoid. Like those are like Stipe is the greatest heavyweight of all time outside of Francis, and then fucking John Jones, the greatest MMA fighter of all time. Like,
Yeah.
and granted, I don't know what else he was asking for. I think it, but you can always wiggle. There's always room.
Yeah, you can always make a deal.
Yeah, I just think it's too valuable a property. Who cares if he's not as charismatic as Conor? You can't let the biggest and baddest, you can't let the baddest man on the planet go.
Yeah.
He really is the baddest man on the
He's
planet.
literally the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
You can't let him go.
Because as great as Fury is at boxing, if they got into an
If you're a
octagon,
street fight?
it's Francis.
And they're grabbing one another, and Francis goes for a fucking choke or a takedown or whatever. Once they're on the ground, God bless Tyson Fury, who is
Yeah.
the greatest heavyweight I've ever seen. I genuinely believe he's the greatest heavyweight ever.
You're fighting a guy who crossed the desert just to make it to the UFC.
And Cyril's like he's not maybe doesn't have the best ground game, which I think is going to make his fight with Jones interesting. But he still wrestled well with Francis, and Francis still beat him. Yeah, it's a different level.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's just it sucks.
What do you think of the Gon John Jones fight?
I think you're going to see high level technical fighting. I actually think Gon is a horrible matchup for Bones at heavyweight.
Why?
Because he's an excellent striker.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that John isn't a great striker, but like because he is, and he's the best ever, right? But best ever MMA guy. But you're going up against heavyweight striking and a guy who's really good at it. And at that weight, what happens is you get hit, you go down.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you almost want to bring him up against a guy that he might be grappling a little bit more with, or he might be avoiding huge bombs because it could be one punch, lights out.
But his ground game and his jiu-jitsu is going to be better than Gon, I think.
Yeah. What, at the weight that he was, But then what happens when there's like an extra 20 pounds, an extra 30 pounds, and muscle that's been like set in that weight?
Yeah.
It's just a different fucking game, man.
And when was John Jones' last fight?
Oh, wow.
That's the other
3
thing.
years ago,
That's the other
something
thing
like
I'm
that?
curious about.
I mean, yeah. I think
No,
that
he had one last year, didn't he? I thought he had one last year that he won in the 5th round. Maybe it was 2021. But it was like a close fight. And then he won the 5th.
I think you're thinking about
It was 2020, February 2020.
yeah.
Shit.
You're thinking about a Reyes probably.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
Dominic Reyes.
Dominic Reyes, and some people gave that fight to Reyes.
Yeah. I didn't know it was 2020. Fuck.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And didn't John Jones get popped for steroids?
Yeah.
So I'm curious in the last 2.5 years.
He's been popped for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He got popped for DV, like a lot of shit with him and his wife. Like,
But I'm curious in the last 3 years. Yeah, I'm also kind of skeptical if the fight even happens.
will the Cyril Gane?
Yeah, John Jones fight. I'm like, as long as he doesn't like get into trouble, there's an issue at training camp, he passed all the drug tests. He's got to get retested by USADA, the same thing, because he's been out for so long.
Yep.
And he's already been using steroids, so it's like, it wouldn't surprise me if he's doing a cycle in the last 3 years and then making sure that his levels are good to where they're not going to get measured.
You're 100%. Also, think about it. Like, you have to come up in weight and be effective.
Yeah.
Why would you do that naturally when you've seen the effects of steroids in the past?
Yeah.
And how advantageous they are, especially in terms of gaining weight and muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about cutting weight. Like if you're cutting weight, yeah, there's certain diuretics you're gonna put in your system that are illegal, et cetera. But like coming down in weight, taking steroids isn't gonna help you. It's not gonna be any advantage at all. It might hurt you. Packing on all that muscle is just gonna make you weigh more. But adding 20 pounds of muscle, 30 pounds of muscle?
Yeah. So that's what I'm curious. Like, I kind of am skeptical until like the gate closes and I'm like, okay, they're actually fighting. But until then, that's where I'm like,
I mean, I can't believe UFC let Ngannou go. I'm like, the guy, they're gonna make a movie about the guy's fucking life.
Yeah.
He's got the most amazing life. Let Hollywood make the movie. Like, you could get behind this guy. Also, like, eloquent and calm. Like, he's very thoughtful.
definition of like gentle giant. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, just like at peace.
It is, get around him. Put some money into this guy. Let Hollywood absorb him. Have him be in every fucking movie. Action stuff.
I weirdly believe he actually wants to help the other fighters. Like normally you'd kind of see some guy like using this thing to like help himself, blah, blah. I genuinely think he wants to help the other fighters.
I could buy it.
I just based off really nothing other than like my just intuition of him and kind of reading him. I'm like, yeah, I think he actually cares.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think also like Dana, like, could use some good PR right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was
Like,
thinking that.
This is a good time to like do some fighter friendly shit.
There's also the video of the slap league. That didn't look, the guy's face is fucked. It's not that entertaining for how fucked up he looks after.
No, that shit is wild entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. Every time one of them comes up on my feed, I watch it, especially when the women are going at it because they don't know how to, as much as they slap, they don't know how to generate power. So it's just like girls, it's sock and bop 'em, baby. It is wild to see these girls go at it. No, that slap shit is fun. That slap shit is fun. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't really like UFC when I first started watching it because I was like, it's too much. So maybe the same thing will happen here where I get used to it. But
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you're just watching these men slap each other and fucking faces are swelling up.
Yeah.
There's no punching. There's no.
The thing about the slap league, they got to do it like poker. Remember how poker,
Yeah.
Texas Hold'em, they just showed you the most exciting hands.
Yeah.
The majority of poker is the most boring thing that you've ever done
Yeah,
your
you're
entire
right.
life.
Yeah, but if you have 1,000 games going,
Keep it going.
yeah, we can find 10 of them that are good and then play that for 2 hours and then people will be into it.
Every game, the river card
Yeah.
wins the hand. It's a bluff, everything. So that's what you need if the slap shit's gonna work. It can't be walking up and this person's from Denver, Colorado. I don't care, yo.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm curious about what the slap thing is like. Is there technique?
Yo.
Like, we don't know that yet. Like,
There has to be.
I started enjoying UFC more once it was like, oh, you're combining jiu-jitsu with striking and you're learning how to do this thing and this technical skill. Like,
Yeah.
the whole ethos of UFC is we're going to cross martial arts. Like, we're going to take people from different disciplines that have trained their
Cross-pollinate it
whole
all.
lives,
Yeah.
and we're going to put them together and see what happens, like battle bots.
Yeah.
Whereas this is the antithesis, where it's like,
Yeah.
guys that are big, they can slap hard. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens.
I think this is just like, people like concussions. I think that's the idea
Yeah.
of Slap League. It's like people like concussions, they like seeing knockouts. They just like seeing people drop from one punch. How do we make a one, if it's a punch, whoever goes first wins. But a slap,
Yeah.
we don't know. You might have the opportunity to come back, drop them.
What about car jiu-jitsu? You saw that?
Oh yeah, dude, Russians are the craziest.
You didn't see this?
No.
This is fire. This is my favorite fighting league that came out recently. This is basically a jiu-jitsu league that takes place inside of a car.
So it's a person in the passenger
Oh,
seat, person in the
fuck,
driver's
that's
seat.
amazing.
They start fighting, doing jujitsu. You can take the seatbelt, wrap it around, do whatever you want.
And
That's
so
amazing.
They literally just go at it inside the car. And it's just a regular car. It's just like a 4-door sedan.
Yeah.
And then like grapple and then someone taps out. It's just insane.
They're just wearing regular ass clothes. You know what I mean?
Yup.
How are they in a war? Like, how is this happening while they're in an active war and then they're like, all right, but we can come up with a league.
Bread and circus, man. Bread and circus. And they have, you know how like Japanese people have mastered game shows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just make the best game shows. Russians have mastered fight shows.
Yeah.
Like 5-on-5 fighting. Like we'll fight in a ring that's this wide. They have a phone booth fight league where you literally are in a
Oh,
phone
that's
booth
amazing.
and you just fight each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
Yeah, I think they've just been fighting for so long that they're bored.
yeah, like
You know what
how
I
do we
mean?
elevate this?
Yeah, they're like, fighting a guy, cool. Fighting a bear, let's do that. Let's fight a
Yeah.
bear. Fighting in a ring, cool. Fighting in a fucking Kia, like that's
How
what.
did
But
Rocky beat Drago, dog?
Yeah.
Greatest upset of all time.
that's the worst part of that movie.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'll
there's
tell
no
you
way.
how we wrote the movie. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but that one's wild. And what is it? The Chris Brown Rihanna League or whatever?
Yeah.
That shit right there.
You
that
could
shit-
just call it the Dana White League.
Wait, what do you
Oh my
mean?
god.
The Chris Brown Rihanna League?
They're in a car fighting.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Come
the
on,
other-
baby.
I thought
Come
you were
on,
talking
baby.
about the other one.
Come on, stay with us. Stay
We're
with
there,
us.
we're
Stay with us. Our guys have been falling asleep for the last hour and a
I was
half.
thinking
We
about-
try to keep you afloat.
I was thinking about the Slap League.
We know.
Okay.
We know, Akash. What else we got?
I have one last question. Are you going to
Yeah.
bet on the Cyril John Jones fight?
Nope.
You're not going to bet on it.
But people will. I won't.
Why wouldn't you though?
Fine, I'll bet. I'm gonna go. I gotta put money on John Jones, man. I gotta put money on John Jones, and I would do it with Bet Online.
Yeah.
I would do it with betonline.ag. Well, because they're gonna match 50% of my initial deposit bonus up to $1,000.
God damn. So if you put in 1,000, they give you 500.
That's 500.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Shit. All they gotta do is make sure they go to betonline.ag and use the promo code FLAGRANT, and then they got that.
We be giving them promo codes.
Damn. Okay, betonline.ag. You put your money where your mouth is. Okay, I think that's going to be a very interesting fight. Very tricky one to call. Cyril Gane, you know what I mean? Coming off an impressive victory. You know, so he's coming in with confidence.
I think he's going to be the favorite.
Is he?
I think. I don't know. I don't know if it's set yet.
Ooh,
but
we
I
could look
think
at
he
that
will be.
number line. We could look at that number line. But yeah, that's going to be a very tricky one. Yo, I have some news, by the way.
What?
I think I know how much speaking I did in the movie, You People. It will be on Netflix. Eddie Murphy, Jonah Hill, and all these other great actors.
I've been wondering. Movie looks great.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. There is something I noticed actually when I was watching the trailer. It is funnier in a film. What is funnier in life is often less funny in fiction. And what is less funny in life is often funnier in fiction. There's a scene where Eddie Murphy and Nia Long, who are the parents, of what is the girl's name?
Lauren London.
Lauren London, who is Jonah Hill's love interest, where they're meeting Jonah Hill for the first second, and they're not accepting him, and they're kind of like trashing him, etc. And it's okay. It's fine. It's not the funniest thing that you've ever seen. Then there's a scene where David Duchovny and Julia Louis-Dreyfus are trying to win over and gain acceptance from Lauren London.
Oh,
yeah.
And I mean, there are some lines, boy, when David Duchovny goes, "Oh, your cornrows." You know, Exhibit had those. like these random reference, like trying to win somebody over is so cringe in real life. Like if
Yeah.
you were in the room in real life during that, it would be like hard to even watch.
Yeah.
But in a movie, the security of you not being there and it not being real just allows you to see how funny it is. Whereas in real life, seeing somebody be mean and not accept somebody
Yeah, it's awful.
is fucking, no, in real life, it's hilarious though.
Yeah.
Just seeing,
Just trashing him?
dude,
so
like,
funny.
Just Eddie Murphy and Neil Long, but in real life, actually not accepting some
accepting.
white guy
Yeah.
would be hilarious in real life. But within the film, within a fake world, you know it's not real that they're not accepting them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So it's just how funny are the lines, really?
yeah, and just the situation isn't set up for the same like tension and release.
Yeah.
Like I guess like cringe is really funny in a movie.
Oh, that's what Bridesmaids. It was so much just cringy shit. Now, I can only handle so much because I'm such a bitch with movies.
Right.
But there's a scene where they're like giving toasts to Kristen Wiig and the other girl, I forget, her like kind of rival in the movie.
Yeah.
And they just keep trying to one-up each other and they keep adding, and it's so fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But people love that
Yeah.
scene because it's just constant tension build and release.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's just like the
Tension,
beauty of
tension.
movies is that you get to interact with the thing that you don't
You
necessarily
know the
like.
beauty of movies.
Yeah.
You've seen 3 of them.
No, Emperor's New Groove is awesome because you don't want to see a guy actually in real life turn into a llama, but if you can see it in a movie. But like it lets you interact with things that make you uncomfortable
Yes.
through a conduit.
Yes.
And if it's just replicating life,
Yeah.
it doesn't have the high enough stakes. And so
Yes.
you're like,
Yes.
it's just showing me what life already is and this is not that interesting. But when it's pushing a thing that you in real life are like, oh, I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
Like it's probably why you're more, I mean, it's obviously why you're more acceptable of like war and like death and murder in movies because
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I want to look at this and I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
But if it's real, it's too repulsive.
Yes.
Yeah.
But through this safe little conduit where I know everything's fake,
can
everyone's
play.
pretending, and I can actually interact with it in a safe way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought it was really interesting watching those two scenes juxtaposed, and I was like, "Ooh, this cringy thing is making me laugh more." When in real life, I would love to see some black parents, not accept a white
So
kid.
funny.
Let me sit in the room and seeing some white parents try to win over a black person.
Please don't wanna see
get
it.
me the fuck out of here in
Yeah.
real life. But in a film, completely flipped.
Yeah.
I mean, Napoleon Dynamite is like, the whole thing is just like, ugh.
But it's
when
hilarious.
when you know it's fake and you're watching it, it's like a commentary on people that you do know. But without the closeness of those weird people that you don't want to
Yes.
be necessarily associated with, but you can watch it through
Yes.
the safe thing. It's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, 100%.
What were your lines?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
movie star, what do you got?
every
What do you got?
line that I had written for me was cut.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
But you ad lib some stuff, probably.
But I was shout out to Kenya. Kenya allowed me to do a toast. There's like the day before the wedding, there's a big dinner of all the people at the dinner, and there's a toast. And so I have a few things that I say in the toast.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Wheezy sent me like a little clip because she watched like a premiere. She's of like one of the lines, but I just went like super conservative, like with the character.
Yeah,
Like I
okay.
just because I was like, what is going to be different than like everybody here in like Hollywood?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to be a January 6th writer.
Yeah,
So
okay.
and like
That is a funny choice.
so I just like
Not
you know,
as uncomfortable in real life. Very funny in a movie.
there we go.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll do this. Maybe they cut it, but if they don't, it won't be said by anybody else, and it will be like a unique kind of take.
Yeah.
And it will be like this weird person, and you know, why is he at the wedding? Like, why?
Makes you memorable.
There we go. So yeah, so I guess they kept that in. So the key for me is really just don't act. Don't
Don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
They say acting is all about listening. Don't.
Don't.
Listen.
My scene?
Hey, listen
No
to
listening.
this guy.
I gotta listen to my
that.
heart.
Yeah, listen to that
I
guy.
gotta listen to my heart, dude.
Yeah. Say what he wants to say.
Yeah.
Just the opposite of yes and. Don't.
Don't.
Yeah.
But the infamous yeah scene has been cut, which I'm really sad about.
You want to try them out for us?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I don't. I don't. Dude, I don't.
You got to get it from Kenya.
Can we do a scene read or is
I
that?
asked him for it. And I was like, dude, is there any way you could send me the scene so that we could just play it and you guys could crush me about it?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And but then it never came.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You're talking about not your actual scene. You're talking about the good scene of you and Eddie.
the good interaction between me and
the
Eddie.
genius.
And then following.
You a funny motherfucker.
Yo, that shit. I think in my
Shouts
head,
to Felipe Esparza.
Felipe Esparza comes in. He just says edible arrangements in the funniest way. Edible arrangement or something like that, right? But what Eddie I think said was, "Damn, you a funny motherfucker," right? In my head, it has changed. You know how the story gets more grandiose. The last time I told it, I said Eddie went. He looked at me. He goes, "You're a comedic genius." Broke my heart. Just broke my fucking heart.
Yeah. Can we actually, I wanted to ask you about Heartbreak.
Please tell me that we have a story about heartbreak.
We do.
Okay.
Shakira and Piqué.
Ugh.
Walk me through this.
Maybe one of the greatest celebrity couples of all time have
They
fallen.
had years together.
Yeah, fallen into a tryst. It's really
So
sad.
break down who these people are because, you know, there might be some Americans that are listening that don't know who
Shakira.
Gerard Piqué?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Shakira, obviously, she's Brazilian, right?
Colombian.
Oh, yeah, she's Colombian.
Yeah.
So hot.
Colombian singer, obviously hips don't lie, everyone knows her.
Yep.
And then Piqué is like legendary. He actually retired just a few months ago.
Barca.
But, yeah, former
Defender, right?
Yeah, Barca center back and like legendary, one of the greatest. Played with Messi for years, won every fucking trophy, won the World Cup, won literally everything. Like as like all-time legendary
As
defender.
decorated as possible as you could be as a.
And stayed with the club for years. Like I think he's
Spanish?
Yeah, he's Spanish.
I think Piqué is actually Catalan.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
like playing for Barca is
It's like
the pinnacle.
and he's been there for like 10 years or 12 years. I think he started in like 2010. Just like legendary guy.
Yeah.
Handsome as shit too.
Yeah.
And they've been together for a long time. And then she started noticing the raspberry jam was tampered with.
Yo, what's the difference between jelly and jam?
Gerard
Tell me.
was jamming it up some fucking bottle girl.
I think basically that's
Yeah,
it.
that happens.
No, for real.
So basically, they found out that Shakira found out that he was cheating because they found jam in like the pantry or the fucking fridge that was like used, and she was like, he hates jam.
So he ain't eating that jam.
And then she got a private investigator, I think.
Son, you had her in your house?
Yeah.
The side bitch?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He's got kids with Shakira, it's the whole thing.
What are you doing?
So they have this whole falling out. She
The
hires.
sloppiness bothers me almost as much as the cheating.
This is the most fucked up
Probably
part.
more.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. A Latina woman is like shocked that her soccer superstar husband is cheating. Like that's the most unrealistic part of the story.
Well, she might be worth more than him. And she still looks good.
You want another layer to the
Not
rumor?
as good as this new one. Yeah, come on.
Have we seen the new one?
Another layer to the rumor. Some people think that she cheated on her ex-boyfriend with
With
Piqué
him!
when they first started dating. So he was like 22 when they got together. She was like 32.
Oh, that's right. She's an old lady.
yeah.
She's an old
She
lady.
got 10 years on him.
Yeah, she got a decade. So
And
they
now-
start crisping up.
So now he's like 35 and he jumps down to a 24-year-old. And I think she's like a bottle girl at a club that he goes to.
See?
And that's how they linked up.
The lyrics are, I'm worth 2 of 22-year-olds. You traded a Ferrari for a Twingo. You traded a Rolex for a Casio. And a Twingo was like a cheaper car.
Hold on, Jamil, what's up? No.
He said jam.
What's the difference between Jelly and Jamil? What is the difference, dude?
The best line of this song?
Yeah.
She goes, wait, hold up. She goes, you left me with my mother-in-law as my neighbor.
Yes, that's the crazy part.
Oh, like you can't buy another apartment. Nah, this is the thing that's really going on. She's under investigation for some crazy tax evasion
Which she
thing.
blamed him for.
I believe in Spain. I'm assuming right now, he got her fucked up in this shit, right? And I don't mean got her fucked up in as like, it's his plan, but maybe like his tax people are like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
everything's
made
gonna be
bad moves.
fine,
He
blah,
made
blah,
bad
blah.
moves. That
Exactly.
makes a lot of sense.
Right? So now you already upset at him for this, and he now wants nothing to do with you, and he's fucking this new bitch. So it ain't about the new bitch. It's just easier to be mad at
It's
him
about everything.
for cheating. Right. It's really like, yo, you got me almost going to jail, maybe.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna
yeah,
go to jail and you're gonna fuck this new pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I think that this is really more about that.
Yeah. And the reason why I made headlines is because she wrote the song that Dove just read. And
Yeah.
so she wrote the lyrics and like went fucking crazy. It has like millions and millions of views and it's a super popular thing.
Yeah.
And then apparently because she lives right next to her mother-in-law and the
Yeah.
mother-in-law took in the new girl like immediately, not even a question.
Of course.
She's been blasting the song on the balcony at her mother-in-law's house. She
Good.
even put a statue or like a
They gonna seize her house soon, mother-in-law. Don't worry. They gonna seize her house
a
soon.
Halloween decoration of a witch is
Yeah.
looking over the balcony at her mother-in-law's house.
They gonna seize that house soon. Don't worry about it. Also, Gerard gonna buy you a new house too, and the side gonna get a new house. It is what. Listen, this idea like everybody could get cheated on, yo. this the arrogance that like I can't believe he. What do you mean you can't believe? The guy is a superstar. It shouldn't be shocking.
But so is she though. She's Shakira.
That's the thing.
She 90.
She still looks
You are
good.
10 years older. It
still
don't
looks
matter
good.
about looks good.
She
She's
still looks
fired,
good.
bro. She's fired.
Nah,
She
bro.
still
it's
looks
the
good.
arrogance. She should go. She shouldn't be like I
She
can't
should be
believe
arrogant.
it.
She should be arrogant.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to get
She's
a
the
Shakira.
Beyonce of South America.
You acting crazy right now.
I mean,
acting
the
crazy
easy
right now.
counterpoint would have just been Beyonce got cheated on too.
There you go.
How you
Thank you
think
for
of that?
making my
As soon
arguments.
as I said it, I realized I fucked up. But
It's just the arrogance.
Beyonce got a whole album being apologized to. Where's PK's season of apologies? Where's his apology tour?
He ain't
Yeah, he's
apologizing.
not apologizing for shit.
Yeah, he ain't apologizing.
So he shows up
because he's not trying to still be married. Jay-Z was trying to still be married.
After you done fucked off all her money? Men be doing that, dude. I know one wife, her husband lost so much money in crypto. She's still with this guy.
He's still with him.
Yeah,
Crazy.
ride or die, baby.
Dumb.
But they're not gonna cheat.
Dumb.
Not only is he not trying
I'm
to get
not
back
saying
with
you
her,
should cheat. Don't cheat. Be committed. Be with your girl, etc. But if you are, if you speak Spanish, you're getting cheated on. Like, let's just call it what it is.
as a
It's
first
just-
language, as a first language.
If you speak Spanish as a first language, he getting some pussy on the side.
I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
I forgot my Spanish. I got married, I forgot all my Spanish. Something happened. Something happened. But my point is, if Spanish is first language, the expectation should be like, I'm finna get cheated on. And then if it doesn't happen, write a song about that.
Yeah.
Why didn't you write a song for 10 years about not getting cheated on by a guy who speaks Spanish first language?
That would be a beautiful song.
That is the miracle.
Yeah.
That's a miracle.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe
talk
that's
about who's eating all my jam. Why the fuck you even know about that? Why the fuck you even? It's been 10 years since you made me a fucking breakfast sandwich.
You think it's the insult?
what I mean?
No, you think it
Come
also.
on.
You think it's the insult of having him? Because a lot of women are okay getting cheated on, but don't bring him the fucking
The
house.
fuck you know about that?
I read
What
about
do
these
you
things.
know about that?
I read about these
Tell
things.
me about the women that are okay getting cheated on.
As long as don't disrespect me, don't bring him to my house. I don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah. Where are you learning this information?
Other men. Where are you learning this information?
I didn't agree with you. I don't think there's any woman out there that wants to get cheated on.
I don't think they want to, but they'll be like, look, the main thing that will bother me is feeling like I got embarrassed.
I think he's trying to create a reality in his head, and he's projecting the way he
No, I
wants the
think this is
world
the
to
thing.
be.
Yeah. No,
As
I
long
think
as I
so.
don't embarrass.
It's a thing.
Yes, it's better if they don't get embarrassed, but I don't think there's any woman that's
I don't
like
think-
okay
but
with
these
it.
lengths-
They just accept it.
Yes, these lengths is not accepting it at all.
This is you
See,
fucked
that-
me over on taxes. That's what this is. That's taxes right there. You don't make a witch effigy
So why don't you just
off of getting some pussy from a bottle waitress from a guy who speaks Spanish only. Yo, if you speak Spanish only
Yeah. And Catalan?
and
That's
you
the Spain of Spain, bro.
Son, yo, it is. I'm furious right now. I'm furious at her. The fact that she didn't think this was gonna happen. You speak Spanish with him every day.
Maybe she didn't know he was going to be a superstar. Maybe he was
Bro,
just a
he
young
was
buck.
already a superstar.
He was a young buck. He was
she
a young
was
buck.
93 when they met.
She didn't think he was going to win a World Cup. She
How they
didn't see
have a
that
kid?
coming.
How they have a kid?
What are you talking
How
about?
they have a kid?
Yeah, he nutted inside her.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. She might have been too old for that shit. She might have been too old for that
She
shit.
was like,
I would look. She
what
was
do you-
like 40 when they met.
what? No, she was not. She was like 30.
Bruh, she's 45 right now.
Exactly. They've been together 10 years.
That's 35.
And what is 35?
5 years too late. You know them Latinas hard boil up around 32?
Not Shakira. Hips don't lie. She's kept it together. You
has
gotta
kept it together.
give respect. She's kept it together.
She has
She's a
kept it
beautiful
together.
woman. She's a beautiful woman. A witch effigy. Also, you angry at the mother-in-law. Like, come on, yo. She raised him to cheat on you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I
Like, you didn't notice?
I don't understand the mother-in-law hate. She probably been hating her, and this is finally a reason to
Now you want it.
Latina
Now you
mother,
want it.
No, but
Latina
that's-
mother-in-law.
Now
That's
you
a
want
lot,
it.
probably.
Never accepted you.
Yeah.
Because you're the same age as her. Y'all went to elementary. I think they might have went to elementary together. We should look into that. You don't think the mother-in-law is going to be upset when you guys went to elementary together and then later on you fucked her son? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, she might be a little pissed off.
Shakira's old ass went to elementary with PK's mother, bro.
That's not true. That's actually
It
not
is
true.
conceivable though.
It's
Age-wise.
conceivable.
She
This
could have
is
been in
some-
6th grade. She was in 1st or whatever. You know what I mean?
Larsa Pippen, Marcus Jordan. That's the Spanish version right here. That's the Spanish version right there.
She's Larsa Pippen.
Whatever, make the math work, homie. You gotta just make that math work. I can't do it all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cook it up. You gotta make the math work.
Is there any part of her that's fucked up for making a song?
No.
Nah, get your money. Get your
They
money.
got kids.
Get your money.
And yeah, the tax men are coming after you, so you got to get your.
I don't
Hey,
know if they got kids, yo.
They, bro,
I would look
kids.
that up.
They
I
have
don't know.
They have
children.
kids.
They
I don't
have
know.
2 children.
They, for a fact, have kids.
I don't know.
They have children they're raising. I don't know if they're hers necessarily.
That's what I think
but
we need to
they're
look up.
raising kids together.
That's what we need to look up.
If you're raising kids together, you can't be making a song of your husband being like, oh, he sucks, whatever.
Throw
Also,
out the jam,
if,
dog.
if
What
you're
are
the
you doing?
guy, yeah, you also can't be cheating. Don't do that.
City
either.
boys are up right now. That's all I gotta say. She about to, you know what? He was trying to, can I be honest with you? He was trying to divorce her and she wasn't having none of it. Okay? So then he was like, yo, we should do this with our money. You see what I'm saying? Yo,
Get
we
her
should put our
locked
money in
up.
this.
She goes to prison. Boom, divorce taken care of.
What I'm supposed to do? What I'm supposed to wait for your tax cheating ass? Why would you avoid paying taxes? That's disgusting.
The audacity.
You're a guest in this country.
Yeah, I cheated
You're from
on
Colombia.
I cheated on you, but you cheated on your people.
You cheated on my people. It ain't even your people. You a guest here.
You cheated on the government.
You cheat on the government.
How
We've
dare
welcomed you with open arms.
How dare you?
You're not even gonna pay your taxes.
I only cheated on one
He's
person.
doing her a favor because now she could just go to Colombia, avoid jail. She got no reason to be
Oh,
there.
they ain't letting her out. They ain't letting her out. No extradition.
I bet she can sneak out.
I'll send her back. I'll go to Colombia my damn self. You gonna pay.
Liam Neeson?
I'm out here pay. I'll Liam Neeson that bitch.
They gotta do that'd be a fire show, Dexter, but like for tax fraud.
Yup.
He's like, you gotta pay.
Yup.
I'm gonna steal from you.
You know the IRS hired another 8,700 employees.
That's true.
You know that? They coming for you. They come. They got a select set of skills.
But I want one vigilante though. I don't want IRS agent.
Talk to me now.
I want one vigilante. He's just tax Superman, and he just goes around, goes up to rich people, and he's like, "How much are you supposed to pay?"
There we go.
And they go, "Oh, I paid it." No.
No.
I'm gonna get the money.
I'm getting it, Warren. I'm getting it. Oh, my
One way or
secretary pays more than not anymore, Warren. You gonna pay all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be-
Capital gains.
That'd be fire.
That's fire. That
Were you
is.
trying to think of another kind of tax?
I didn't know what to say, bro.
He put his head there.
I said capital gains,
His
bro.
head thought
I was
something
trying to
else.
play off of capital, and then I just kept it moving, bro. I just kept it moving. All I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is everybody need to check their ego. You dating a guy that speaks Spanish first language, you getting fucking cheated on, shut up.
Is there any
Like,
Is this
just
a red
shut up.
flag? Is this a red flag if you are a successful
Hey,
career woman?
Which country got a red flag?
Spain. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go.
You knew it! You knew it!
If
They
you-
make the flag red!
If you're
They make it red for a reason! You knew it!
You think Chinese guys are cheating?
How many people in China?
Bill,
A lot.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
I had to force that dap. I really forced that one right there. God damn, you didn't want to meet me halfway.
if you're a successful career woman, should you get with a guy younger than you? Is that going to turn out badly? Do you think no matter what his success is he going to go 10 years up, you're going to go 10 years up, and he's just going to
He
start
will
wandering?
cheat on you for sure.
I'm not going to tell women what to do with their pussy and their hearts.
In that order?
That being said, whoo,
If you're a successful career woman, you're 35, that's great. That's awesome for you. Should you find a successful career guy that's 45?
Yes.
If you're between two guys,
well,
they're-
what do you want? What do you want? You want to not get cheated on?
yeah, that would be ideal.
You want to not get cheated on?
Yeah.
First of all, we already know number one. What's number one?
You speak Spanish. It's for-
If he
No red
speaks
flags.
Spanish, he can't even speak restaurant Spanish. Like, don't say carne asada. Cheated. If he know how to say carne asada, you getting cheated on. If you guys are in Mexico City and you on a taco tour and that motherfucker knows how to say bistec, cheated.
It's just a romance language. I think you're hating. You're being salty.
Say what you want. Listen.
Romance and other bitches, I think.
It's a
Thank you.
romance language.
Thank you.
It's just a beautiful
Thank
language,
you.
and I think you're projecting on everyone else. It's like, oh, if you speak cool language, that's beautiful, and have a cool accent, you're a cheater.
Mark, I speak Spanish.
Second language.
Second language. Did you know I didn't cheat until I learned Spanish? Yo, dead ass. Bro, I was a faithful motherfucker. I went to Spain, learned Spanish.
Oh no!
You know?
What happens? What do you think it is?
I was out there cheating. Cheating.
Is there a Spanish word for cheating?
Nope.
They don't have it.
Nope.
They don't even have it.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah. Same word for sex.
Which is?
Follando. Follar.
Okay.
To fuck. All I'm trying to say is if you don't want to get cheated on, don't be with a guy who speaks Spanish first language. That's number one. This chances you can still get cheated on, but that is the number one most important thing. Yo, if you don't want to drown, don't go in the water. Right? How you gonna drown outside the water?
That's fair.
How many people have
Logic.
drowned outside the water?
Nobody.
Oh no, I'm sure someone's drowned outside the water.
Outside the water.
Yeah.
Unprecedented.
No, I think you
never
can
happened,
get
bro.
water on the lung. You can get water on the lung.
How you gonna get water on the lung if there ain't no water around?
By drinking?
If someone drowned from drinking, Mark,
It's probably happened.
if someone drowned from
I
drinking,
think it's probably happened.
You could die from drinking it, but not drowning. You're not drowning.
yeah, drowning.
If you die from inhaling water, get water in the lungs.
Miles looking it up right now. Miles, what you got for us?
No, I just know there's something called secondary drowning where you are in the water first time though, but you die after.
Well, of course,
On
water's going to be involved, but you're not
still
in the
got
water.
in the water, though.
You can
You
drown
got in
on
the
land.
water.
You can drown on
You
land.
got in the water.
Don't get in the first time. That's all I'm trying to say. Spanish speakers are water. And you got to be comfortable drowning if you're ready to get into that relationship. Anybody who speaks Spanish will agree with me. Not in front of their girl, but they know. Once you start learning Spanish words, it's like, I need some pussy. You know what I mean? I need some, we got enough jam in the fridge? You start saying shit like, yo, we got jam in the fridge? I need some pussy.
I got to jam something else, bro. Let's go.
So Shakira got to chill out.
All right.
You really got to chill out.
We got time for maybe like one more little thing.
All right, one more, but then we got to get a cracker. We got to go to Paris.
Do you want? Oh yeah, we gotta go. Do you want to just do a silly one? Kevin Gates is drinking his girl's piss.
Let's go.
Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah.
You actually have not seen this?
No.
This is a beautiful story. This is
Kevin
awesome.
Gates is amazing.
Legend. Content.
Like
I loved it.
urine as far as like I let you piss in my mouth, then I come kiss you.
I love for a pick in my mouth.
No, like you piss in my mouth and then I come and tongue kiss you afterwards.
I never had that done.
Oh,
But I love for a woman to pick in my mouth. That's beautiful.
you never had that one done either?
What?
A woman in your mouth.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had a woman be in a cup while we was driving and I drunk it.
Oh, okay. Period.
Right there.
Yes.
Because it was just nothing. I was so infatuated with this woman to where it was just nothing about her that was nasty. Like, and then she super clean. She like me. She drink number water all day. So this ain't got no taste.
Right, I like urine.
Have you ever gotten to that level of love and intimacy for a woman that you would drink her urine in the car out of a cup? That nothing about her is nasty, bro? Have you gotten to that level?
I don't drink and drive, but I could generally outside the car. Car's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that drinking the urine thing is crazy a little bit.
That's a little bit, right? Really unnecessary. Also, it's hard for a girl to pee in a cup in general, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that must be difficult logistically.
They don't even look like they trying to pee like organized.
No.
You ever see a girl piss?
Just falls out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like they could like use muscles to make it come out
Oh, like
better.
a Kegel?
So, yeah, like it feels like they're not even. I feel like they could do it better than they do it.
I also don't get
I'm
why
being
it's,
for
I don't get
real.
why it gets everywhere. That's the thing I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way God made it like that. So, yeah, I don't subscribe. Like when you see a girl like piss in the back of like a Volkswagen, like on the street, that's like parked before, you know, so they go to the club or whatever like that. Like it looks crazy,
Yeah.
but there's no way that God designed it to be that crazy.
But it looks like it's the first time every time. It looks like they just learned to pee that day.
Like they're like a deer, right? Like something. Do you know one other animal that pees that crazy?
No, it seems like every other animal, male
Yo,
or female.
girl dogs be peeing, no problem.
No problem.
It's not coming
Very
out.
organized.
Pussy on a cement. Put that pussy on a glass.
Glass.
I don't know.
That's a bar though. That's a cool
yeah,
bar.
it is kind of fire. But that's what my dog does. Pulls up, drops it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't look like a touchless car wash. All that shit just falling out.
Bro, you know what that shit looks like when my dog pisses, my female dog pisses? You ever see somebody in MMA, they go for a shot to take someone down and then they sprawl?
Yeah.
To like stop them from
Yeah,
getting
they
taken down? Sprawl every single time. Pee, hits the cement, organized, stream. Why can't, I don't understand
What's your
why
advice to
women pee
women?
this
What do you
way.
think they should be doing? Kegels? Is it like a glute thing?
Maybe it's in the glutes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a stomach crunch. You know what I mean? The body's always connected in an odd way.
Yeah.
Maybe you crunch your stomach, it comes out.
Maybe a more squat?
Core strength. It's a core strength thing, I bet.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it's just strange. And if they were to somehow get it into a cup, you wouldn't even be interested at all.
I'm not trying to drink a woman's pee, bro. Like sometimes, like if your girl got a little stank on her, she worked out or whatever like that, it's kind of fun to smell it.
Stop.
What?
Why is it
Y'all
fun?
don't smell an armpit?
An armpit?
Or like lick a bead of sweat off an armpit?
An armpit is different. An armpit is not even in the same
I'll smell
league.
an armpit, but I'm not licking the sweat.
Yeah, just you see one bead of sweat, you're just like, yeah, let me get that. But urine just seems like nah.
Yo, I've actually thought about it. If it's only water, like how he said,
Yeah,
does it taste like urine?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why this is not real, but it's so funny.
For sure.
I mean, there's a girl peed in a cup while we were driving and I drank it. My first concern if I'm Kevin Gates would be, this is probably a nice car. Why are you making such a mess in my car?
Yeah, there's no way that the cup is wide enough for her to actually pee in it.
That's a decent point.
Get out of
everywhere.
7-Eleven, big cup, big gulp.
Even if it was a big gulp, it's going everywhere.
Yeah.
A woman has never peed into a receptacle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why the toilet's got to be so big, probably. Like, we don't need that much room to fucking
No,
pee.
Well, you have to shit, so.
Yeah, but I have to shit, but just make a little hole.
You know what I mean?
Boom.
Low-key, I'm actually into like
Big diarrhea piss.
the Chinese toilets where you have to squat.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into that. Have you seen that where it's just a hole in the ground?
Yeah, that's India.
I subscribe. I'm actually okay if that happens.
Why?
I think it's better for your body. I think that's
supposed to be better
That's
for
how
you.
we were
That's-
supposed to do it.
That's why they have the squatty potty. So you have a commode and then you put a little, put your
Exactly.
feet up.
We've
same-
over-engineered.
same
We've over-processed this whole process.
No,
this whole
no,
thing.
no. Just get a squatty potty, dog. You're good. Trust me, you don't want those
Don't
problems.
subscribe to this shit.
I'm telling you, it's a better way to go to the bathroom.
No, it's not.
It's scientifically, it's literally
it's a
the
fact.
better way.
Oh, for millions of years, we slept in the fucking mud. Well, we shouldn't have beds. We should have mud. No, you have
Sleeping
a bed
on the ground
with
might be
a
better
blanket.
for you. It might be better.
Better in what way?
It's healthier for you.
Healthier in what way? We're getting 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep.
Yeah, you can
can't
sleep-
get that if you're on grass. You got bugs crawling into your fucking ear.
Okay, you're not only on grass. First off, you get a little carpet on the ground or something. You sleep on that. That's good.
That's not how we did it for millions of years.
What do we
did
do?
it in a cave.
What do we do?
You should go sleep in a cave. It's natural. That's how we did
That's
it.
probably
for
better
millions
for
of
you.
years.
It's probably better
Let's
for
just
you.
sleep in a cave.
There's some
with
countries
bats
they think
and critters.
that where people sleep on lower to the ground, they actually age better and they have more mobility later in their life because they're getting up from the ground, going down from the ground all the time.
Is that
Whereas
right?
you're 70 years old, you're in a bed, you just get off, you don't even bend your knees at all, you just fucking roll out of this thing.
Yeah.
Not good for you.
I
Squat on the ground.
could not disagree more.
Really?
You know what we should not? We should get rid of cups. For years, people just scooped up some water from a river and then
No,
just
that's
drank
not
like
true.
that. The
You
cup is
would
such
get an
a
antelope
nuisance.
horn. You would get an antelope horn. You'd fill it up with water. It's good for you. to have a
Nobody
cup.
would get an antelope horn. That was only reserved for like the chief.
What are you talking about?
Not everybody gets an
There's
antelope
2
horn.
per antelope. You could kill an antelope.
Yeah,
get
but
a
there
horn
might be
easily.
150 of us here. And
I
not
think
every
he's
single
right.
one.
This whole back to the shitting thing is better for you, but just get a squatty potty.
Yeah,
Best of both
that's
worlds.
also great. But if you're in public, you're not gonna have a squatty potty. They don't have squatty potties at every train station.
Yeah, but I'd still rather shit unhealthy every once in a while than shit in a hole.
You would.
I would because I've done it.
I understand
Honestly,
like
you
what
would.
people are doing with the back to basics, and I get it.
9 primal tenets. Dude.
Yeah, I
Ancestral
understand it. Yeah, okay. If they were so good, we would
Number
still
one,
do
do
it.
steroids.
Yeah, exactly. But if they were so good, we would still do all these things.
That's the thing. They're hard for you, but they make your life better.
So they say. Some
Yeah,
of
I
it,
don't.
there's
I
something to
don't.
some of it, sure. And I can see sleeping on a floor being better for your back, but also, do I want to sleep on the floor?
No.
There is a
You
trade-off.
think you don't until you do, and then you go, oh,
What do you sleep on?
I sleep on a bed.
There you go.
Firm.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Firm bed.
With this knowledge in mind, you still sleep on a bed.
Yeah.
There you go.
For now.
That's everything.
You gonna mix it up?
For now.
I mean, how primal are we gonna go?
All the way.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess that's the only way is just keep on getting more and more primal.
Yeah.
You know?
We're devolving.
Yeah.
going all the way.
Yeah.
Brethren, the Neanderthals. I think I'm more Neanderthal. I genuinely think that, and that's why.
Is that
I'm
why
into
you're
this.
asking? Because you want to know how you're going to be integrated into society?
Yes.
Can I tell you guys something about this ice bucket thing? Not ice bucket, ice bath thing.
Cool. Yeah. Ice baths.
Where was the start of humanity? Where was the start of civilization? By all accounts.
Africa?
Mesopotamia, North Africa.
Mesopotamia, let's say North Africa. Let's even say maybe parts of India.
Why you can't just throw in more places?
Well, no, because I think organized religion has existed in India for longer than organized religion.
Yeah.
But you would say maybe like 12,000 years ago, there were like civilizations that were built in Mesopotamia, right? Turkey or something like that. It doesn't get lower than like 50 degrees. There's no fucking ice bath. It doesn't help. You know what I mean? Nobody's getting in the ice bath. Like the majority of the year, it's probably 80.
In a river?
Scorching
In
hot.
Africa?
Scorching hot.
There's no way. A
What do you
river in
mean?
Africa?
No, I don't know scientifically if ice baths promote faster healing. I believe the Huberman thing where going from really cold to really warm can like release dopamine and
Yeah.
be good for you mentally.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's like physical benefits to ice baths beyond a lot of people with anxiety say it's good because when your brain is going a million miles an hour, I'm just thinking about how cold it is and that's a break.
Right.
Inflammation. Simple.
I don't know if that's a fact. Miles, are we looking this up?
I mean, you're
Can we look it up, please?
Listen. It's a great thing to post on Instagram. Like I get it. You look so cool, not being cold when you're cold. Whatever.
Nah, that shit does look cool. That when they break up the snow and they hop
I know
in
that's the
fucking
new
thing.
version. Now it's even more
Yeah.
Now it's not enough that it's just cold. You got to have ice cubes.
This
There's
shit
gonna be
looks
a guy
cool,
that
though.
freezes himself fully just in a block.
That would be respectable. If you would freeze to death, that would be cool.
Yeah.
They actually were saying
That I like.
the guy who came up with rest, ice, compress, elevate apparently was like, actually that shit, I take it back. It doesn't work.
Oh yeah, they don't teach that anymore in school. Rice.
Wow.
Ice bath in every athletic room for every
No.
professional.
I'm not saying that it doesn't work for athletes. You're a CPA. Okay? You sit at the desk all day, doing a very respectable job. We all need it. It's very important. Got to do our taxes. You know who could have used that? Some dumb hip-shaking Colombian that's got a fucking ego. Okay?
Free
She
Shakira.
should have an ego.
Free Shakira.
She has
bro.
every right to have an ego. I don't know what the
1,000,000%.
fuck I'm talking
Free
about.
Shakira, dude.
100%. Free Shakira. I was probably wrong on that one, but I wanted to double down. My point is, the average person that's doing the ice bath doesn't really need an ice bath. Okay?
Maybe they need it the most though.
Yeah, maybe they need it. They want to feel something.
Yeah, sitting's the new smoking, bro. Sitting's the new
Galvin's
smoking.
personally attacked right now.
Sitting's the new
Galvin's
smoking.
Personally attacked.
I agree with him that everyone now needs to post about their ice bath. I may have posted once or twice.
Is it possible, and you do it regularly, is it possible to go in the ice bath without recording it? Have you ever done that one time?
I've done it plenty of times.
You have. Okay.
I do it based off the ROI on Instagram. So
To me, I think it has the same ROI as bungee jumping. It's like, okay.
You're also terrible.
Right? Like, isn't that it? It's just bungee jumping, right? It's like, this is uncomfortable. I live.
You hate being cold. Yeah, I don't think you're.
I don't like the
You're
cold.
not the person for this.
Listen,
You're not good for intermittent
I will-
fasting. You're
if-
not good for cold.
If you did ice baths like 3 times, I think you'd think it was the greatest.
Yeah.
I've done it.
And you
Many
had the
times.
greatest day. We did it on your birthday.
Huh?
We did it on your birthday. You had a
We did
great
it.
day.
You're the only person I know that doesn't like being cold so much that you're pro global warming.
Yeah.
I'm the only person you
The
know?
only person I know that's like down, like wants to encourage global warming. That's why you hate Greta so much.
She's
That's-
fucking my shit up.
She's ruining your ability
She's
to
fucking my
not be
shit
freezing
up.
in New York in the winter.
No,
Let us have our time in the sun.
Hey, yep.
Yeah, no, global warming actually sounds lit for half the planet.
Yeah, the half that he's in, he wants it.
Yeah, so he's not alone.
I don't see who doesn't benefit from it being a little warmer. And I mean that sincerely. Like, who doesn't benefit from it being a little bit warmer?
Yeah,
15 degrees.
you take the nest
Singapore.
on Earth. and you just-
Singapore.
What happens to Singapore?
I'm just saying it's 91 all the time. You don't want 106 with that fucking humidity. We've been there. It sucks.
It is hot. You're right.
15 extra degrees, half the planet for global warming. That's for sure. The other half, no.
I mean,
hot
imagine New
enough.
York winter didn't go below 55 degrees.
Oh, it'd be amazing. I have a bit where I say this. Imagine New York City with Miami weather.
No, I don't want Miami weather. It's too much. It's too hot. And also the
You're
hurricane.
getting real specific now. Guy getting real picky about how much global warming affects him.
Yeah, we're talking hypothetically about this. I would love New York to not go below 55.
New York City with LA weather.
Oh, don't even do that to me. Don't even put that pipe dream in my brain.
Yeah, well, it's an impossibility.
How many chlorofluorocarbons do I have to admit?
I don't think that's a word.
Chlorofluorocarbons is a real world.
It is the word.
CFCs, bro. Every time you hit that aerosol, them chlorofluorocarbons is attacking that fucking ozone layer, bro.
Oh.
That was big in the 90s for us.
Huge.
No
Huge.
CFCs on the back of a can.
Huge.
Yeah.
CFCs, dude.
Aerosol, any aerosol.
Yeah. You love it.
I buy just CFCs. It's not air freshener. It's not deodorant. It's pure CFC.
Wow. Doing your part to destroy the ozone.
I just go right above my apartment because I just need it to be a little more sun come right down like that. Just break up the ozone right above my apartment.
Everyone's doing tanning oil. Why not just do CFCs directly above you? Cut out the tanning oil.
That's a good point.
Just get a little bit more, a little more rays. That's a good idea, actually. Write that down.
Greta.
That down is so.
That's good.
I don't know why that's so fucking demeaning.
It's a good idea.
Listen, we figured out life.
Yeah.
Guys, we have to go to Paris.
Let's save the planet, bro.
Listen,
Let's
we
get
have
on
to,
a jet right now.
We should. We absolutely should. Listen, we love you all. We'll see you on Patreon this Friday. And we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Make sure you go check that out. Patreon.com/flagrant2 or flagrant. Miles, big body Miles over there. Made sure both work. Both. Okay, called up Patreon, said we need both.
Yeah.
So either one, go join. You know what I'm saying? Asshole Army, yes.
Can I have my phone?
When we're done with the podcast.
Come on, please. It's been 2 hours.
We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Peace.